numbers.
Hey guys, welcome to Cleveland Moto, episode number 522. Light 'em up, boys.
Hold on, this one's going to be impressive. You ready? Wait, hold on. Oh, they didn't get that?
Oh, dude, that fizz was amazing. You should have had the close-up camera on you.
Damn.
That guy that guy
looked like a
that
Peter
turned me
North.
on to that does the drinking. He doesn't get his when he does the limes.
Yeah.
That's what he got.
Yeah, that's Greg at How to Drink or Mark at How to Drink.
How to drink.
Light them up,
Greg.
boys. Hi, Matthew.
Matthew Digman, light 'em up, boys. Absolutely, yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, they've got really good production value on that podcast. So he's got like a close-up camera just for when he zests the citrus.
Oh, we can do that. I can
it's
get
really
another
cool.
Johnny
You can see
Mac
the spray.
Close-up zest
Yeah.
camera. This
You didn't say get rid of the Johnny Mac camera.
No, I said we could get another.
I think
Why would we
I think
ever
when
get
they
rid of
do
this
that
beautiful
podcast, they're
face?
running 7 cameras and a hell of a lot of editing. Yeah, a hell of a lot of editing. So tonight, to my immediate left, we have
Sean Noel.
Sean. What did you ride here tonight?
My Vespa GTS 300.
The orange. It's a pumpkin. It's seasonal.
Yeah, I'm in season, baby.
It is totally in season. And then to his left,
Matt Hopkins.
Matt from Moto Hop. Yay! Cross-pollination.
Cross-pollination.
We love
cross-podification.
pollination from the Moto Hop podcast. That's very cool.
Ohio.
And what'd you ride here tonight?
My Audi A3.
Yes, I was going to say. Yeah, I didn't notice you were like, super chuffed about the idea of riding in 58 degree.
No,
Yeah.
no, a little
It's
chilly.
55 right now.
Fall has fallen.
That's
Yes.
not the problem. The problem is in 2 hours when it's 38.
Yes,
That's gonna be
exactly.
the problem.
Time to go home. Yeah,
I've got like 3 blocks, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be chilly on the way home. Better turn the pre-worm up the grips or something.
fire up the heated grips and go for it. And then to his left,
Steve, Sleepy?
Sleepy. What'd you ride tonight, Sleepy?
Just a car.
Just a car.
Just a car.
Just a car.
It's
straight
not
from
just
work.
a car; it's a Ford.
Yeah.
And then to his left,
Johnny Mac.
and Johnny Mac, what'd you ride tonight?
I brought the old Versys.
Bring out the Versys. Bust out the Versys. And to his left,
Speedy Pete,
and you rode
my trusty Honda Monkey.
the Honda Red Monkey.
Red Monkey, yep.
The Red Monkey. And to his left,
Shanky Smith.
Shanky Smith. Shanky Smith. Yeah, that's you. And then, and what'd you ride tonight?
Mr. Mustard.
Mr. Mustard. Ketchup and Mustard Monkeys are both representing. And then behind the bar tonight, we have.
Dan Kropke,
And what'd you ride tonight, Dan?
my heated grips. I mean, the Tiger 660.
Oh, how quickly the heated grips come out. And then behind the bar,
Tom Pennington.
Tom rode a lot of bikes today.
Oh yeah.
Jesus
I've been
Christ.
on the move.
The service department was ripping today.
Well, I took a week and a half off.
Yeah, it was. Tom was in Germany, so he had to catch up in the service department. And I've about every 23 minutes, another bike would roll out of the tunnel, like it was a Battlestar Galactica launch. Charles McGoggin, hey, how you doing, Charles? And Charles has got 2 brand new Vespas in his world, right, Chris?
That's right.
Yeah, he's got, and he's contacting us from Maryland.
Excellent.
So yay, Maryland. And Scott Dennis says, Sean, we totally approve of the orange scoot.
Thank you.
I'm going to put Johnny Mac in charge of following the comments tonight.
Okay.
So we can
I'm
keep
just
track of
logging.
that.
I'm just checking it out. Just
Fantastic.
checking to see what's
And by
going
the
on.
way, if you're in the basement and if your phone is on Wi-Fi, if you want to go ahead and shut that off, just because with all of these bodies down here, I know what we pay for internet.
Yeah.
We're not going to have any extra.
I think this might be a world record.
it might very well be a
Well,
world
no,
record.
the museum podcast was when we had like.
But that was
20
rotating.
cast of
That was
characters.
rotating, so I don't know about that.
And
Right.
it wasn't in the basement.
Right. We have 9 people right now, and if all of our devices are turned on, I can tell. I pay Tom's bill. I know what's in there. It's not enough.
My landlord gets
Right.
mad.
Right. We will not have enough bandwidth. So
On-
turn off your Wi-Fi.
On top of that,
Yeah.
for tonight, since there are 9 people,
Yes.
make sure you, especially me, I'm talking to myself as well,
Good.
monitor your internal dialogue so that we don't step on each other because 9 people can get crazy really fast.
Do I need to get the talking stick?
The stick.
Ooh.
No.
Yes.
We can go back to having the talking stick.
Like Lord of the Flies, we have the conch.
Yeah. You know what? In many years ago, when we were all young podcasters, it was a good thing to have the talking stick because, it was real easy. I know we all have opinions and we want to get to them. So that's a thing that happens.
And the one thing that you cured was a lot of the crosstalk too.
Remember, we had a real problem with crosstalk and
Mini conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, mini conversations.
Well, after I stabbed the one guy.
Yeah, right. That's it. Okay, so tonight, everybody who wanted to got to test ride the brand new BMW G310 GS in the sport style colorway. Thank you very much, BMW. Frankly, I'm glad it's that color.
That's a handsome bike.
Yeah.
It is a
good look.
handsome looking
What
bike.
does that bike look like, Phil?
I'm going to go ahead. Give me a moment, dear Sleepy, and we'll go ahead and pull it up for us.
You know
Go ahead.
BMW has been very good about, like, from the top of the line to the bottom of the line, producing it in that red, white, and blue colorway. And it gives continuity from top to bottom. I like it.
It does. And of all the BMWs that you could have, I got to say that for me, that's the one you want to have. Go ahead, Sleepy, you can throw it up there.
But no gold wheels.
No gold wheels. No, this is still a Bajaj. This is, try as you might, we are still in the poverty class of
If you want gold wheels for that, spoked ones, Rally Raid makes a kit for that bike.
And Rally Raid makes a hell of a kit for this bike.
So, word of comment at the BMW Welt, they have all of the BMWs on display except the 310.
Oh, interesting.
And I found that I was talking to you a little bit earlier about that. I was like, well, because they have the 1300 and the 1800 and the R9Ts and everything else, but I was like, where's the little itty bitty 3? Oh,
Yeah, it's made in India.
yeah, we're far too close to the manufacturing of the real BMWs.
So if you go to the BMW website, it hasn't changed at all between 24 and 25. It's the same motorcycle. And if you go to the website and you click on where it says build your own, because I love how it says every piece of documentation you can find says G310 GS, base model, $58.95. But you're not going to get it in that color for $58.95. Nope, it's just not going to come to you that way. That would be if you want it in cosmic black. That is the true poverty spec. That's the poverty spec. If you want it in style sport is the red, white, and blue colorway, then what you're going to be paying is going to be a wee bit more than that. You're going to be at, go ahead and Sleepy throw it up if you'd like to.
Well, it's there. I'm having
There it
an
is.
issue
Oh, it's the
here.
small screen. It's okay.
Yeah,
we
we're
can
there.
deal with
Hold
that. That's not the worst thing. So if you want to get it in the not poverty spec, then you're going to be paying $66.85 plus incidental fees. Now, the bike that's in the parking lot out there, when I got it, it had 80 miles on it, 80 miles.
I'm like, who died?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the owner who bought it just wasn't real happy. The sad thing was, before they got him out of the dealership, they tuned him up for the engine crash guards, $300. They tuned him up for the actual top of the range bark busters. Now, if you would have told me that you could spend $180 on bark busters, I would tell you you're not shopping on Amazon, my friend.
They're bark busters.
They are actual.
It's got the sticker.
It's it's the 3-part barkbuster. It's the aluminum bottom part for the strength. It's the plastic part for the color, and then the black part on top of the white part. It's $180 for barkbusters. He also got a MRS or whatever that company is.
Tail bag is really cool.
Windshield,
on that thing.
and that's the Nelson rig tail sack, right?
Scott Dennis says he's still waiting for a G400C. Should I just say, come and get it?
There's literally been one sitting in my showroom for a long time. Please come and get it.
Silver one, red one.
It's green and it's we'll talk about that. Genuine G400C in green and silver livery.
Oh, that's the best one.
That is the best one. It's the fastest one too. So so the problem with this bike is you're buying it at a BMW dealership. And so after a quick walk around the bike, I realized that he had added almost $1,000 to the price of the vehicle. And that's a lot when you're talking about a bike that starts at $66.85. And we recently, in the last podcast, we talked about resale value not being what it used to be. And this is a prime example of resale value not being what it used to be. I got to look at this man's invoice. What he paid for freight, anyone raise your hand on what you think freight was on a brand new 2024 BMW?
A grand.
$1,250.
Anyone else?
$1,400.
I was going to say 800.
1,200.
It was $1,200. It was $1,200. Would you like to guess what the assembly is? Now, keep in mind, we charge $240 at our shop. We charge $240 for the assembly of our vehicles.
And you've seen the stop motion video.
And you've seen the stop motion video. Exactly. Right. Yeah.
I'll go 480.
All right.
I'll go
Anyone else?
$599.
Go ahead.
I'll go
Anyone else?
850.
I'm going 200.
$650.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I was thinking six.
$650. We charge $100 for title and paperwork. Okay, that's administrative fees. We just call it title. Would you like to know what they charge for that?
For the dock fee?
At least 249.
200.
Anyone? 300.
300.
300.
Did they buy him dinner?
Yeah, stick it in and twist, baby.
Not only did they not buy him dinner, they charged him 2.5 hours to install $1,000 worth of accessories. Wow. At $150 an hour.
So this is not a kiss on the mouth
Wait,
arrangement.
to install the 4 bolts that hold on the bars down there?
And the windshield.
Oh, okay.
And the foot pad on the bottom of the kickstand.
And make sure the
How many
had
hours?
oil in it.
2 hours. Wow. Yep, 2 hours. Right?
I mean, that's a total of like 10 bolts.
My point being, guys, Liza just in her podcast talked about she tried to go out and buy a CF 450 Ibex that was, I think, $64.99 MSRP, and they were trying to get her out the door for $10K.
What?
Okay, just listen to her podcast.
Oh, no,
she busts the whole bill down.
I've seen a bunch of different things lately because I ran into a bunch of Reddits for some reason that are either people trying to buy cars or people trying to buy motorcycles. And F&I is adding like $6,000 to wheel and tire package. What the fuck is a wheel and tire package?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now. I hold this man's invoice in my hand from a BMW dealership we all know. And what I can promise you is that this 6685 motorcycle was $9,300.
What?
For a 310. So that's a hard one.
Suddenly, Dan, please.
Wow.
That's Tiger 660 money.
It is Tiger 660 money. And
That's
and
Moto Marini money with,
Yeah,
with
30
extra shit on it.
Yeah, that's 2 Moto Marinis.
Yeah.
I sold him a Moto Marini for $53.49, boys.
Oh, that's what he traded this in for?
He traded this in for a Moto Marini STR 650.
Well, he's
Nice.
a smart
The
guy.
red one?
He got the red one.
Nice.
Yeah, he got the red one.
That's a good bike.
So yeah, he moved up in the, this bike is, 30 horsepower and that's 60 horsepower. Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
But just keep in mind, guys, made in India doesn't necessarily mean super cheap anymore.
Right.
Right. And so this is a good example of
Well, it was until the dealer got a hold of it.
well, and at 6685, it's 6685, that's still not small money. That's still 400 higher than the MSRP of the Moto Marini 650, right? So at Scott's Moto Adventure, my wife's Vespa, the dealership added more and more. And yeah, we know. And in case you're wondering why that happens,
Smith, you getting residuals on the Shanky's whip sales?
Let's hope so. Haven't seen the check yet.
hey, Phil, I mentioned to Scott that talking about his Vespa. I said, well, we ship.
right. Yeah, we ship. We ship. Exactly. We ship. And we do ship.
You don't pad the invoice up double the price of the bike.
Everybody who's sitting at this table knows you walk into my shop right now, the tags are hanging on the bikes. The assembly of the bike is $240, period. Now, Vespa did just fuck us on the shipping. We were shipping bikes for $625, getting it from, Italy to Texas to here. They just upped that to $800. So the shipping went from $625 to about $800 or $850, depending on the Vespa you buy. And that's from Italy to Texas to Cleveland. That's what it is. Now, this bike, they considerably charged a hell of a lot more than that. So that's clearly something that's happening out there. Assembly, we charge $240. We flat rate our assembly. Some days we eat the bar. Some days the bar eats us. That's just what it comes down to. We charge $240. We think that's fair, right? We don't do that. Our paperwork fee has always been, a title fee has always been $100. It always has been for our whole time we've been in existence.
But you have expense in doing a title. I mean, it costs
Yes,
money.
you are more than welcome to sit with my wife on Sundays while I'm watching TV and do my titles. All right? If you think these titles just magically put themselves together, you need to have 7 pieces of paper to make one title. I know it seems very strange, but you need to have 7 pieces of paper by the time you're all done to get a customer a title. That's just how it works. So if you've never been in the dealership environment before, that's what it takes. So game on. But we don't hurt people the way that other people are. Now, are they hurting people? What they're doing is they are maintaining their profit margin with smaller unit sales. And when I say smaller unit sales, I mean smaller motorcycles that cost less and have less dollars being gained by the dealer on each unit they sell. If you are selling 400 $10,000 bikes a year, and all of a sudden now you're selling 250 $5,000 bikes a year, if you want to keep your store open, the blood has to come from somewhere. You cannot pay your mortgage with good intentions. You just can't. Like the HVAC guys, they're going to come and shut you off. Water, power, all the other stuff. Did I mention our mechanics do get paid? And I've talked to a lot. Well, say what you will, but right now I can give you a list of 6 dealerships that don't have mechanics anymore because they're fucking closed.
Yeah.
Okay? They're fucking out of business. And those mechanics are all going to be out in the world looking for jobs. Now, that's a shitty place to be now. And this is the first year of a potentially 4-year dive.
Do I need to open up the second bedroom?
Right.
Because if somebody needs a room here, we have 6 lifts, and Nick's
part-time.
Nick's part-time.
Nick's a 1099 jobber. He comes and goes
we
as
got
he pleases.
6 lifts, and I know if all you said is bring it, we would be packed tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm still filtering a lot of service out because I just will not make Tom work on, an 86 Magna. I just can't do it.
And the problem is, I can do it. I've had to slog through it.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that you brought in a Savage today. Which I looked at when
It's a Vulcan.
Oh, it's a Vulcan. I'm sorry.
It's a 650 Vulcan for the first service. I think you'll be able to muddle your way through that.
I looked at the motor. I was like, oh my God, it's a it has to be, because the Ninja 650.
It's a Versys Cruiser.
Form.
Yeah.
It's a Versys Cruiser is exactly what it is.
Cruiser adjacent.
So that's one that makes it through the filter.
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Oh, no, I love brand new motorcycles.
Yeah.
Please, all day.
Bring them on all day
If
long.
I don't have to get muddy or dirty
Well, you should see what the dealer wanted to charge that customer for their first service. And that's why we're doing it.
And the problem is, their mechanic is making peanuts.
Well, going back to what you said, it could be 4 years. I mean, we talked about it the other day. What changes this? And at this point, nothing.
I spent an hour on the phone yesterday with my accountant, and my accountant basically said, you'd better prepare yourself for a 3+ year storm. You'd better prepare yourself. And when I said, do you think these tariffs are going to end anytime soon? And he goes, no, it's a matter of pride. And I'm sorry, ego. He said ego.
Yeah.
So, all right.
The trip that I just took, and without telling too many tells.
Yeah.
Because everybody's like, oh, this is bringing jobs back. It was to take a line from being manufactured in Germany to being manufactured in another country, which is going to save a little bit of money.
Right.
To being manufactured eventually in India, because it was going to save the amount of money that it would cost to bring that manufacturing back to the United States. It would cost more to bring it here than it would be to send it to somewhere else where it was cheaper.
Right. And the owner, CEO, boss man at Bajaj, just a few days ago said, European manufacturing is dead.
Ugh.
This is the guy
Not wrong.
that holds the reins to KTM, Triumph, and BMW's manufacturing of virtually everything under 900 cc's at this point. And a lot of shit that's over 900 cc's, to be honest. So when that guy looks dead down the barrel of a camera, because he's literally controlling the largest manufacturer of motor vehicles on the planet, he can say something as bold as European manufacturing is dead. We just need to don't live in a fantasy world. You can do your designing there. You can do your engineering there. You can have your headquarters there. You can do everything there. But when it comes to manufacturing, it's very, very, well, he said it's not possible to beat China and India.
And now they're buying some of the design houses too.
Yes, they are. Absolutely. So we just talked about engine. Yeah.
Moto Morini is designed in Italy.
Of course it is.
And is not built in Italy.
Right. And we can look at SWM. We can look at all kinds of cool stuff.
So if you want,
you can still hang Milan. We can still hang the sign.
We said for years that China is very good at replicating, but is not very good at creating.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality is that when you go to Italy or even here, you get the creativity, but you don't get the productivity.
Right. Yeah. And that's a big thing. And when we see the spy photos now, we used to have spy photos that were like, oh, there's this motorcycle being driven around Berlin with all this camouflage on it, so you can't tell what it is. And now they just go to the Chinese International Motorcycle Expo that just ended, CISE, and you go there and you're like, okay, look at the new Zongshen, look at the Zongshen X650.
Thunder Chicken.
What is that going to be next year?
Yeah.
So you look at the Zongshen X650 and you go, oh, who's hanging around the booth? Oh, that guy's from Harley, that guy's from so-and-so, that guy's from so-and-so. They're all just trying to grab that.
What bike do we buy this year?
Well, yeah, and the idea is
Zhang just beat Honda with they built their bike.
Congratulations.
And released it before they did.
You stole it and
Yeah.
built it before they did.
That was crazy.
It's
I actually
crazy.
saw a real Honda Joker in the wild.
Yeah, there's
one.
There's like one. There was one Honda Joker that got built before the Chinese did.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. It is a crazy thing. And so when we kind of acknowledge that today, that's why everybody got a chance to ride this motorcycle. This motorcycle has a BMW Rondell on it. This is what BMW is selling.
The Germans said yes.
They said, yeah, das ist gut. Yeah, sehr gut. And we, from our history, everything that used to be Bajaj, if you had a turn signal that when you turned it on actually lit up a little thing on the dashboard that corresponded to the flashing light, you were like, oh my God, Bajaj is really swinging.
So 15-ish years ago,
Yeah.
the elder Bajaj passed away.
Yes. Yeah.
And passed the company to the son.
Right.
And the son ended the Cheetah. Now, my understanding of the culture of
And
India
wait, Tom, he ended the factory.
is into the factory.
Right.
And my understanding of the culture of India is that you got a Cheetah for your wedding. Like this was incremental in your entire
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah. In that
And he
era.
went, we are done.
Right. When you
And he started building motorcycles.
when you had enough money to buy a new Bajaj Cheetah scooter with 125 cc's every 20 years,
Yeah.
based on your income, then you did pass that item down.
And
they don't live like that anymore.
And he literally took it from being a company that was known for making scooters and three-wheeled taxi cabs to a multinational, multi-brand, multi-billion-dollar company, like one of the biggest companies in the world.
There's a lot to be said for, I don't build that, but if you'll send your engineers over here and you'll pay for the tooling,
Yeah.
I will. But the thing is, when they send their engineers over and they pay for the tooling, well, that's all there now. You can now do that. Check the box. You've just leveled up one. You leveled up, but you leveled up on somebody else's money.
Well, and TVG is the other company, right? That's right on their heels.
TVS?
TVS?
Yeah, TVS.
Yeah.
So TVS
They're
is another
literally right
one.
on their heels.
Well, congratulations. You just mentioned two of the names that are in the top 4 of
Yeah.
two-wheeled manufacturers.
What
on
does
planet
TVS
Earth.
typically
one more.
build?
Hero.
Hero. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. TVS does everything.
Oh,
Yeah, TVS does everything. And they're, like we talked about, they are also buying was it Engines? The name of that company?
Engine House or
Engine House. Yeah, strange name, but
Yeah.
they built it all. Okay, now on to a slightly different topic. I will bet you that if we put our pin money aside, that we could have bought Erik Buell's latest failure.
Oh no.
You might remember not that long ago, we talked about the electric motorcycles that were being advertised by everybody as being the new billion-dollar product. We're going to make 20,000 units next year. We're going to change it all. It's going to be great. It's going to be
LiveWire.
awesome. And Erik Buell, who has, made a name for himself, he said, I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to do a electric bicycle, and I'm going to do an electric motorcycle, but it's going to be a city bike. We're not trying to build a 120 mile an hour motorcycle. We're trying to build a bike people can afford, commuters. We're going to acknowledge the range anxiety that people have electric bikes, and we're going to build vehicles that are designed to be kind of city vehicles. Great idea. No, absolutely nothing wrong with that.
It's like the Henry Ford of electric motorcycles.
Yeah, fair enough, right? Like, be reasonable, be rational. What can people do? $7 million is what he owed. His assets sold for $170,000.
You know why? Because they're trying to get into a market that was kind of neglected. So the kids became pirates, and now there's it's not even a subculture anymore. For a city bike or anything, these Surons and stuff that these kids have, that's the culture. Nobody's going to go buy a fucking pre-made bike when like they're, when when the kids were building the big vape fucking rigs, those like toasters for a while.
Oh my God.
That lasted like 10 years. And then fucking kids would be like, you go to a shop, there'd be kids standing there like, check my coil out, dude. Oh, all that stuff. That's what happened with e-bikes now. Like I was downtown just the other day, like whatever, I don't even remember what I was doing. There's fucking packs of these things rolling around. Kids are like doing stunts on them and shit. And like these bikes, the dude fucking wailed past me. He had to be going 70 on this thing. It hardly makes noise and whatever. So these dudes with these city bikes are trying to bring these like pre-made, like here's a bike that'll do 22 miles an hour and cost the next thing and go 40 miles. This kid's got a bike that does 78 miles an hour, cost him $7,000 to build and has a range of fucking like 80, 90 miles on the thing. So no wonder they went out of business, man.
And by the way, the auction house, because this went at auction, the auction house took a $38,000 cut. That is painful.
Off the top.
That is painful. Seller's fees are a real bitch, man. And they said that a chunk of the money that was made actually had to go to clean up the factory and the insurance that they had to be paid. The intellectual property package, the part that has no actual material value aside from, patents, et cetera, that sold for $50K. So for $50K, you could go into business tomorrow and be Fuel 2. And like, not even just change the logos, just put the number 2 after it or whatever, I suppose. It's fucking bizarre. If you
it
ask
certainly
me.
pulled a number 2.
It was pretty bad.
Scott's Moto Adventures asked a good question.
Eric Buell was not that kind of a guy. I mean, I'll be the one to tell you, I spent quite a bit of time with the guy over 20 years in the industry, 25 years in the industry. He's always been super nice. He'd take the time to talk to you no matter who you were or what you were up to. The guy really did have a passion in his thing. And you got to remember that after his experience with Harley, which usually doesn't end well, after his experience with Harley.
Which one?
Well,
Harley has its own brand of lube, remember?
Didn't he get fucked like 3 times by them?
Well,
it's on every bottle.
the biggest deal was
It's not Eagles.
when he did sell Buell. And then when Harley had it, then he turned it into EBR Racing, EBR Erik Buell Racing. And that went bankrupt. So this is, he's not been able to hold anything to the point where it's been like, wah-bah, I mean, he probably got a really good sized check from Harley, but probably not as much money as Harley made in that relationship.
It's also not like this is the only electric motorcycle company that's had issues like this.
Exactly.
Right.
It's almost
it's almost the pattern.
It's almost a given. Yeah. It's almost a given. And by the way, those live wires all came out of Mission motorcycles. So they're another body on the pile. Right. So that's part of the thing that.
Hey, does anybody remember Bramo?
Polaris.
Thank you, Victory, for killing
Polaris.
For killing off another motorcycle brand.
That's another one.
I'm starting to wonder now, a lot of these like really like the cheaper brands or the ones that are like these up and coming guys. I wonder how much money laundering is just that.
Well, when you consider that Fuel had whatever money they get at the auction, their debt is 98% more than that. Right. So they said that his auction price covers 2% of his debt. We talked about KTM's insolvency, and KTM's insolvency put not 1, not 2, but 3 Austrian companies out of business. Because when you are making every motor that KTM puts in their really expensive motorcycles, and your family has been doing that for 30 or 40 years, when KTM overextends itself and can't pay any of its bills anymore because its cost of manufacturing doesn't equal its retail sales numbers, they're going to stop paying the bills. And you and your family and your uncles and your brothers and sisters are now all going to be fucking homeless because you thought, well, it's KTM. They've been doing this for a long time. Surely they're going to pay their bills. Ask Brembo how many people have gone out of business and haven't paid their Brembo bill. Ask Marzocchi Suspension how many people have gone out of business and not paid their Marzocchi suspension bill, or Öhlins Suspension. When they say you're going to buy 200,000 suspension units from me, you write a contract. I'm going to hire the people. We're going to gear up production. We're going to make 200,000 suspension units.
Like what suspension and brakes are on this BMW 310?
Bybri,
Right.
which is an Indian
Right.
Oh,
They're-
yeah.
ripoff of Brembo that now Brembo has acknowledged the existence of.
so nobody's buying the Brembo or the Marzocchis.
Right.
They're getting some Chinese brand.
Right. And you remember Honda invented its own suspension company called Showa so that it didn't have to cater to the whims and, the needs of any other suspension company. So when we think about when a company like this goes out of business, there's a giant sucking sound for all the bills that aren't getting paid. And that giant sucking sound could really, really harm the company that also makes the brakes for 5 other companies, or the guys that, in the case of KTM, build the motors, right? Keep in mind that it's not just billionaires. I'm going to say the billionaires are actually probably pretty safe in this deal because these are usually investment capital companies that own these things. And when it dies, they just go, shame about that, Eric.
Look, that's
Terribly sorry for you.
what Scott Moto said.
Yeah, and you're not wrong.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely not wrong. You look at the story of Livewire, and it was 100% to get some Biden money. That was all about getting grants. That was 100% about getting
You
grants.
pointed out a while ago that Honda had spun off Livewire
No,
to Chemco.
no, Harley Davidson had bought Mission Motorcycles intellectual property, spun up Mission to be Livewire. Livewire was simply a model name.
I
Was
thought-
the
I thought
Har-
Chemco-
Hold on, we'll get there.
Okay, we'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Hang on, the baby bird. So Harley Davidson had Livewire, which was just a model of a Harley Davidson. When you bought a Livewire, it had Harley Davidson badges all over the goddamn thing because it was Harley Davidson's electric motorcycle. Send me the grant money. Thank you, Uncle Sam. We are an electric vehicle manufacturer now. By the way, did we mention it also lowered our overall EPA package so that now we get EPA funding as well because we're clean and we're green and we're modern? So that was cool.
Get used
Except
to it.
for, raise your hand if you're a Harley Owners Group shareholder. Oh, you fucking guys, you're not Americans.
I sold.
Holy fuck. Finally got to 29, you had to jump out, right? Yeah. Got in at 40, just
Gotta
waiting
stay,
for it to
gotta
come back
stay.
up again, right? Right. Yeah, right. To the moon. Right, exactly. Fucking whales, baby. So I kept it. And the reason one of the reasons I could keep my eyes on the guys, right? But what happened was Harley Owners Group and, the shareholders decided we don't like being an electric motorcycle company. We don't like, Tanuki's up, drink.
I literally right after I just finished it.
Delicious. So Harley had a problem with its shareholders. The shareholders did not see a return on their investment, having to put charging stations and train people. And this whole idea of their previous CEO, 2 previous CEOs again, by the way, doing the Electrify project.
You think it helped that all the Harley dealers parked that one model in the back of the showroom?
Do you think it helped when Harley Davidson dealers refused to pay for the $40,000 charging station that was required by their dealership license to get mounted to the side of their building? And half the guys mounted it, and some vandals in the middle of the night tore it off the building, and it was stolen. That's a thing that actually happened.
Yeah.
No cages, Harley Davidson.
Yeah. Yeah. And so there was a lot of skullduggery going on and a lot of Harley Davidson dealers that said, not on my watch, not as long as my name is on the outside of the building.
It'll be just return the sign. It'll be no questions asked.
Right.
No, there'll be questions.
There'll be questions asked. So when we started seeing these charging units come up in the secondary market, and we're like, wait a second, this charging unit was only built for one thing. It was built to charge live wires.
Yeah.
And strangely enough, that dealership doesn't have a charging unit outside, and they don't want to have one inside. But the marketing strategy was put the charger outside, and people who don't have Harley Davidsons will come to your shop to charge their bikes. And while they're charging their bikes, they'll buy a live wire. Or while they're charging their cars, they'll buy a live wire. That didn't work because it didn't catch. Now, what happened with Harley Davidson was Harley Davidson said, this live wire thing's a fucking millstone around our neck. Let's call it its own company now. So now we already have the word Livewire. We paid for the licensing of the word. Now Harley Davidson is going to say, oh, that herpes, that's not my herpes. That's somebody else's herpes. You didn't get my herpes. You got the girl I met before you's herpes. I was just holding it for her. Right?
They should have just marketed it better, dude. They should have marketed it with like some kind of like electric 3-piece patch that comes on the back of your electric cup.
Right.
Like made it all about like
its own jam.
Yeah.
There's a guy that we all know if you're into live wires. He was pretty much their world's strongest spokesman because he was a HOG member, cut, patched up, the whole deal. And he's one of the only guys I ever know that made the transition from a big twin into a live wire and then pimped it so hard they hired him to be a rep for the company.
Wow.
Yeah. And so this guy went around letting people ride his Harley, his live wire everywhere. I've several events at the West Coast with this guy. He's a super nice guy, but he wasn't enough. One guy is not enough to make it cool.
What Chris Smith was to Janice, this guy was to the live wire.
Yeah. Bingo. That is exactly what it was.
Chris Smith is to Shanky's whip.
If you and McGregor and Charlie couldn't make live wire popular, then
with that budget,
then nothing can.
And a diesel generator following behind them in a diesel powered truck.
Well, and by the time the series released, they had killed the Harley Davidson live wire. At that point, it was the live wire 1 and
Live Wire
spun
1.
out.
That was it.
Yeah.
Right. That was the whole thing. Like the whole
and the
show
spin-off
promoted the
was-
bike they didn't
What a
even sell.
huge miss. You have the Pan America sitting there waiting. They had to have already known they were 1 foot out the door on the live wire idea, right? Why? Why do it?
And what they did was once Livewire had its own sign, once Livewire had its own LLC, then it can entertain other monies. So other monies came in the form of, hey, anybody want to get their beak wet over here?
Pour their sugar on me.
And Kimco said, we have lots of money and our American representation didn't work out so well. So let's give you a bunch of money. And they came in at 49%. So Kimco, when you think that Kimco had that much authority in that deal, and what's funny is for a long time, no matter which trade show you went to or which magazine you picked up, Livewire was either part of Harley Davidson or it wasn't part of. It was Schrodinger's motorcycle company, right? You had no idea because when it came time to receive the government checks, oh, that's part of Harley Davidson. Right? When it came time to get the grant money. But when it was time to be like, oh, well, another one caught on fire at the Sturgis rally. Oh, that's not ours. That's those weirdos over at Livewire. They didn't even use the colors orange and black in their marketing. It was all blue and white. So it was a really, really interesting thing. Getting Kimco involved in it was the biggest insult in the world because that's like Bajaj building bikes for Triumph. Anybody remember a motorcycle called the Buell Blast?
That was just capital money funding.
Yeah,
farming.
Enjoy your Kimco. Yeah.
Everybody said it was half of a Harley engine.
Well, it was, but the carburation, ignition, and everything else was 100% Kimco, right? So that partnership existed already. That wasn't like Kimco saw an ad in the paper and decided to go on a speed date with Livewire. No, they'd already been friends on a bunch of stuff. So anyway, that's having Buell go out. That sucks. I mean, it sucks, but because it's another American cool business guy
that could never happen again. Do you think there's any possibility he could ever start another company?
Sure, absolutely.
Is it already in the works?
Who fucking knows?
I think he's a visionary.
Not in this economy. Yeah, right. Not in this economy. But I do think he's a visionary.
I think he's not. Maybe he's not the best businessman or something.
Maybe he believes what he's. Maybe he believes in motorcycles. Maybe he believes in what he does so much that, and he put his own name on all his own stuff.
Yep.
Maybe he believes in it so much that when somebody comes up to him and says, "I like what you're doing there," and unlike you, who doesn't have $15 million to start this project, my investment firm does. But then what you realize is all the axe is only hanging over your head. So congratulations. Your name's on the door, but it can be taken off very quickly.
Pretty squarely, I think he's the ideas guy.
He is the ideas guy.
Was he like 100% like the person at the top of this?
What's that?
Of fuel?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Fuel's his jam. I mean, it's investor money.
I'm sure. I mean, I knew he was involved. I just wasn't sure if he was like
I think
the guy or not.
He's definitely, every time we've seen him speak, like the Amex boat or anything else for fuel, it was always just him. Yeah. So it's not like, hi, I'm Erik Buell and I'm representing BlackRock, or whatever, BlackRock Financial that are paying for this whole dog and pony show. So that's
How old
tough.
is he?
In this point, I'm going to say he's 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought he was much older than that.
Well,
he's only 60. Wow.
Hold on. I do happen to have.
I think he's older than 62.
Yeah,
well, when did the FXR come out? And then we can work backwards from there.
74.
Okay.
Holy shit.
I was going to say,
74.
I was really starting to feel bad about my life
man.
if he was designing motorcycles at the same time.
He's born in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Designing motorcycles, 4 companies in. Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. There you go. So anyway, that's the deal. So that's what it's all about, right? Yeah. So that's the
Chocolate
Erik
chip
Buell
cookie.
at the moment. At the moment, right? Okay, and the next the
Now
next
you're thinking, Tom.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
The next one is one that is purely selfish on my part, and I did it just for Johnny Mac. 100% just for Johnny Mac.
Thank you.
The new Honda Square X125. It's 12-inch wheels. It's, I don't know. It's a bunch of squares, man. Sleepy, throw it up, man.
Next time you want to do something for me, do something different.
Oh my Jesus, this thing is a box of squares.
It's the Chappie version of a Navi.
So
I got big ruckus vibes.
So we're gonna get into that because Johnny pointed up
Made in Minecraft.
very Minecraft
Tiny big ruckus.
Minecraft ruckus.
Minecraft ruckus.
I'm going to call it the Honda Monkey and the BMW 1300 GS Adventure had a little baby together.
Yeah,
What I didn't
love child.
realize,
So JT Nesbitt is right now having a stroke because it's not circles, man.
it's not circles, man. It's not circles. What kills me about this is I didn't realize until this picture that it is not powered by the ubiquitous horizontal 125 motor. It is in fact powered by a scooter motor, a CVT style scooter drivetrain. And so that large square area between your feet is apparently just going to be storage. Or gas tank or something.
Okay.
I don't really know exactly what it's going to be, but it is an exercise in squares.
Show a picture of its face.
Its face is very, very
how you doing?
hard to look at. Its face is
Is it a butterface?
well. Go ahead, Sleepy. Throw it up, baby.
Let me throw the full shot here.
Yeah, yeah. I opened
Wow.
it. Yeah, there
It's
you
a
go.
lot of rectangles.
I stand by Minecraft.
yeah.
It's brutalist architecture applied to a
It
motorcycle.
really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
The
you're not kidding.
Barbicon.
I'm asking.
It's
yes,
a droid.
I'm asking why the front fender isn't more square. I think they really dropped the ball on that.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
There could have been a few more right angles here.
They could have done like the Vespa, the Piaggio C moped that is all like the square wheels, like the four spoke square wheels.
Wait, I got it, dude.
You got
it? What happens is they remove the front fender, and those things that you thought were lights were lasers that actually shoot the dirt stuff from fucking hit you in the face.
Yes, yeah. And this is definitely from the stolen parts department
It's
because
like a double Cylon.
Yeah.
ages ago there was a bike when the
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Throwing stuff.
Pockets.
when the first wave of combat scooters came out. A company called Twist and Go, TNG, came out with a bike called the TNG Baja 150. And what they had done is they just removed all the plastic off of one of their other 150cc scooters and replaced it with diamond plate aluminum hammered into the shape of body panels. And it was awful.
If a Honda Ruckus made sweet, sweet love to a cheese grater, this is what you got.
Ooh.
And the
Or K9 from Doctor Who.
the TNG Baja
If you want to
150.
make sweet, sweet love to the canine from Doctor Who, you go for it.
Yeah, the TNG Baja
Or a
150.
cheese grater for that matter.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Yeah.
A bit rough going in.
Very, very unfun. The this to me looks like that same sort of an adventure, but with a much, much bigger budget. And it's just that thing of when you have your 150cc scooter and you crash the living fuck out of it and you build it all back together using only parts that you can break yourself.
Street signs.
Aluminium street signs and shit like
Tupperware.
that. Right. Tupperware. Right. All the above. Yep. All the above. And I'll go ahead and throw this picture up. This is not this scooter broken. This is the scooter how it came out of the crate.
Oh.
So when the Ruckus first came out, everyone said, "Boy, I wish we had a bigger Ruckus," right? And they brought out the big Ruckus, the 250cc Reflex with the bodywork taken off of it.
SP 250.
Yep. And what TNG did was hold my beer and watch this. They just took their 150cc scooter, ripped all the plastic off of it, made a seat support lightly stolen from a Honda Ruckus, put a T bracket under that to hold a single utilitarian saddle on it. They actually used the rear luggage rack off of the 150 scooter they stole everything from. The bike was called a Del Rey, and it was an awful bike. And they just took a Del Rey and stripped it down, the street penis. And then they made a box. They had a 9-year-old make a box out of cardboard. They handed it to a guy that was good with tin snips. And they said, make the cardboard box out of steel and make the floorboards no longer out of cardboard, make them out of aluminum. That's what they ended up with. So to me, when I see this fucking Honda Square, I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's not great. That's not a great looking bike. And what, there's no point in this scooter because it is a scooter. It's an automatic transmission. And despite their best efforts to make it not a step through, it's kind of a step through. It is what it is. However, if you're a fan of this podcast, you may remember a bike that we talked about ages ago. I mean, ages ago. Oh, Sleepy, can you pull this picture up? Sure. Oh, my. I'm going to open it up into a bigger window because we really do have to give this picture its due. There you go. You want to be that cool?
Fuck yeah.
No hesitation. That's a redundant question, right?
Yeah. Love a confident queen.
And by the way, it's that whole deal where the Kimco Agility 125 trick where the back of the seat folds up to be a backrest for the operator.
Oh, yeah.
To make a little pickup truck deck back there. And so that's exactly what's going on there.
But it's hardly even a step through.
You're right. It's a trip through. It's a fall through. It's a fall through. And it's got a place for your lunch cooler between your legs now.
Scooters don't have foot pegs.
So that flat deck. I think this actually has floorboards, ironically.
It looks like he put something on top of a scooter.
It does.
Sitting on
it does. It does. It looks like a body kit for a scooter. You just drop it on top.
It looks like it's a Lego scooter and you're trying to use an action figure that doesn't fit on it.
You're trying to put your 12-inch G.I. Joe on the 4-inch G.I. Joe's motorcycle? Yeah. Oh, man.
It's a Chevy Avalanche of
there
scooters.
you go.
Pontiac Aztek.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, the Pontiac Aztek.
It is so bad.
Okay, bring out the Bulldog.
It's so bad. So, but we have for you.
You'll never have anyone riding bitch except yourself.
Yes.
That comes from Mr.
The second
Meatball.
you see that motorcycle, you'll be like, "Yo, you played yourself." Yeah, you just played yourself. So, the bike that we've been talking about since, and I had to look it up, 2015.
That's almost 10 years ago.
That is a very long time ago. But we have been drooling over this particular motorcycle for fucking 10 years, man. Over 10 years, we've been drooling over this exact same bike. And wouldn't you know, somebody tonight said they're going to build it.
Is that the new Grom?
This is the year that Honda's going to build all the bikes they've been teasing for 10 years.
Right.
They're actually going to go broke.
And bring none of them to the U.S.
They're actually going to build all the bikes from the Tokyo Motor Show in 1989. Yeah. They're going to build them all.
This looks very Judge Dredd.
They're going to build them all. And I would, for the record, rock this bike.
Dude, whoever did that
BMW
shit.
CS650 is the Lawmaster.
Well, not only that, but dude, that totally influenced the last generation of Grom. There's no fucking way that didn't influence that gas tank and everything.
Right on. I agree.
Yeah.
With the bolts and the big fakey hardwares and shit. And I love that the crash bars on this bike are like, can we make them not visible? No, that's not the point. We got to paint them the same color as all the contrasting metal. The whole thing. I mean, this bike is completely ridiculously Legoed out.
It almost looks like the exhaust pipe is the frame.
It does. It really does.
I know it's not, but you know.
It looks like it could roll over and it would land back on its wheels again.
And like the wheel proportion to everything looks like it's a dollar store motorcycle.
It does. It does. It's got
the gas tank's this big and the wheels are that big.
It's got Honda Big One-itis. By the time they got done building the bike, they realized the 17-inch wheels weren't big enough.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Somebody will make 18-inch tires, probably. Yeah. The big one is lucky it didn't come with 21s on the front and the back. Jeez. So it's like, this bike does look like, it looks like a fucking 900, but I know it's a 250. I mean, I know it's a 250. And I know that Lego seat is probably going to be awesome. It is going to be the squishiest, most impractical after 20 minutes. You're going to sit on it in the showroom. You're going to be like, finally, somebody built a good seat. And then halfway home, you're going to be like, I'm riding on the plastic. I'm literally sitting on the frame. Yeah. Yeah. This bike, it's a liquid cooled 250 twin. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a bad idea to me.
Oh, sign me up.
I look at the seat and I can't tell if the rest of the bike is just so tall or if the seat's really low.
I think it's the color too, though.
Well, probably.
Well, you know, Matt, it has a 14-gallon tank.
Well, yeah, like, dude, the gas tank could be as like if it would be normal, that second dot would be the top of the tank.
It would be.
So it has like a whole moose hump on top of the thing. Camel hump.
What do you have in there? The world's largest hair box.
You know what?
It'd be great if it was a frunk.
They do. Dude, that's so for long distance, you just lay on it. Your fucking body's just like right there.
They should take a lesson from CF Moto.
Yeah.
Speakers.
Right. Just big boombox. You know, if this showed up, I'm waiting for the specs to be like seat height, 12 inches.
Yeah. Like,
or gas tank, 37 gallons.
37 gallons.
Those are your options, right?
On a 250, that's like it's an 800-mile range.
You're right. If that seat is 25 inches, like
the tank's got to be huge.
Maybe it's gas tank and storage.
That's what I'm hoping.
Oh, it's saddlebags built in.
Right. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's a big giant storage area.
Holds two full-size helmets.
Is there any other pictures of this thing?
But I still like this a lot better than the Square.
Oh, I like it.
Can you punch in on it there a little bit?
If you look at that tank behind
that's
those,
the same picture. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Just give me a second.
if you look at the tank behind the cladding, though, it looks like the tank that's on the present generation Rebels.
It does.
That
yeah,
sloped,
it does.
It's like a sloped thing.
Yeah. I like this bike.
If you think the seat,
Go ahead, Sleepy.
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. That's a.
The ratio, if that's a 26-inch seat, that's a 48-inch tank.
But it's got to be more than 26, though, right?
They have to be at least, 17 and 17s?
Okay, are we hoping that it has 17-inch tires?
Is the back wheel bigger than the front?
That's an optical illusion.
It's got to be an optical illusion.
You're right. It does look
It
almost.
looks pretty close.
Same size rims, but it has a fatter tire.
I think the back tire is
So,
higher sidewall than the front is. For sure.
That's the thing is we're sitting there going, oh no, they couldn't do that, and
They could do this now.
Like a 21-inch rear and a 18 front.
Dude,
this is a TW200 for today.
Dude, if there's a company out there that makes Grom fucking kits,
right?
Do this and you will sell out in a second.
Stop making your Grom kits and make this.
Well, do that. Sure, do that.
Let's fix the fucking problem, right? Let's just fix the fucking problem.
If that's a 25 to, let's say, even 30-inch seat height.
Look at her sexy side.
Oh, now you got.
Look at the sexy side.
It is huge.
Here we go.
We're looking at the tailpipe now.
Oh my god! That is storage. That's definitely storage.
That's definitely storage.
Those are your saddlebags. That's like.
I bet you those fuckers open up and you can put 2 full face helmets in there.
Dude, think about
lunch
this.
on that.
And a keg of Shanky's Whip.
What a brilliant idea! Because now you're using your boxes to block the wind, so now your whole body stays dry when you're in the rain and shit like that.
Again,
maybe it's a meat smoker
doing 70 on the highway.
Still haven't seen one thing wrong yet.
No.
Still haven't seen one thing wrong yet.
Because even if it isn't storage,
built-in burrito warmers. It just goes on the head and then it just goes up and you put your food in there.
I'm telling you, this is a great fucking idea.
She's a bit top-heavy.
But if it is like a 20-gallon gas tank, like you can at least be the like fuel tanker on the long distance rides, right? Like you get a siphon pump and no fuel stops.
If just the blue part in the middle is the tank, or maybe just the top is the tank, and maybe it only has a 3-gallon gas tank, which would be normal for a 250. Yeah. And even if those things are all true, I still love it.
Yep.
And ZN, if you're paying attention, steal this.
Steal this. They haven't launched it. You still have a week to go.
Steal this, ZN. Steal this.
They don't have to steal this. Honda's already given them plans. They
Steal
just
this.
build it.
Steal this and make it a 400.
So make it called Transpro.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes. Yeah. And you know what? And call it the Bullfrog.
Yes.
Because it's got the 2 big lights on the front. I say fucking paint the bitch green, call it the Bullfrog, and totally ice bear that shit. 100% ice bear that shit.
Modern exhaust, though. You got to update the exhaust. Get
With
that,
what?
Just a different shape or something.
Why?
It's aftermarket.
That's utilitarian.
Oh.
I approve. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I have no problem with that. Everybody's going to be taking that shit off anyway.
You know the tail gunner exhausts that
yes,
rotate?
the rotating 6-shooters. Yeah, the Gatling gun exhaust.
Oh,
I love this bike just the way it is.
I want mine to go pew 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 pew.
I like this bike just the way it is. And I have not seen it in any other colorway at all, period. I mean, here's a picture with the box open.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
What?
Come on, pipe it up there. What do you
Wait
got?
a second. It's on the CTX 700 forum. It must be true. Oh, no.
Turns out it's actually a CTX 700 derivative.
It is. Yeah, it's going to be one of those. All right. See if we can get this sleepy. It's going to hold on. I got to do more.
look at that gaping box.
This is one of those websites. Oh, look at the box.
Sloppy box.
Look at the box. Do not stare directly in my
You got
box.
it? You ready?
Yeah, pull it up, buddy.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Yeah, spread that shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it opens from the top. It's a top opening box.
Oh,
Oh, I like it. I love it. That means you can get your gun out while you're riding.
It's very easy. Yeah.
Oh, it just slides out.
It's very easy.
Is that an aluminum front fender?
It is.
It's very
Yeah,
Grand
sure
Theft
looks
Auto.
so.
Yeah. That bike is
really
very
just-
Grand Theft Auto.
Wait,
you
what-
could put one Tech 9 in each side.
What year was this bike?
It was originally the prototype. All hit the trade show in 2015.
Oh, really?
But somebody today said they saw something that said it was coming out.
Well, it's when we were sitting on the driveway,
Yeah.
there was a thing from 2024, which is not that long ago, that said that is going into production. Oh my God. Like from a reputable source, not like from Jack down the street.
And
Yeah, Zenon. Zenon's already got it.
well, here's the thing I wanted to see, and this is the patent application drawings, but this is from back in 2016, so that's not going to work. Yeah, so here's the patent application drawings. But this was 2016. So congratulations, guys. That's didn't happen. So, oh man.
But if we can get the dimensions.
Oh no, the Chinese don't need dimensions. They've already got too much information.
We can 3D print it.
Yeah, they've already got too much information.
What's that one with the horseshoes welded to the back of it with
Yes.
a tractor motor?
Yes.
That company has
Yeah,
already got
they've
this
already-
all
Yeah,
in
the Eagle
production.
Talon.
Eagle-
Eagle Raptor. Eagle Raptor.
Royal Raptor.
Royal Raptor.
Regal Raptor.
the Regal Raptor? The Buick Regal Raptor.
Oh no.
The Regal Eagle.
The Buick Regal Ford Raptor.
And you
Check. Got it all. It's all the things.
Oldsmobile
Jack
Buick
Tripper's
Burgundy.
Regal Eagle.
Yeah.
That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah. The Regal Beagle.
We,
The Regal Beagle.
Regal
we
Beagle.
laugh next year they'll own Chrysler.
Fair. But again,
Improvement.
Right. So this is the Chrysler Royal Raptor.
Wait.
Corinthian leather.
You know who should build this? Who? Buell.
It does look like a blast.
It's gonna save him.
yeah, I mean, you,
Or fuel too.
Phil, you want it painted OD green and dropped from a C-130? Yeah. Okay.
What is that?
Yeah, can we get video?
This was one that we brought up a few weeks
shit?
ago. You know, podcast listeners at home won't know, but so a few weeks ago we put up a yellow version of that bike,
Ooh.
and the yellow version of that bike is from the fine folks at Yamaha, and so Yamaha did not the TW200.
Why does that look like a fucking minion?
Okay, as you were saying it, I looked at it and I'm like, damn it.
It's called the GRU 250. This bike is a yellow Yamaha, and it is not the TW, not the Trailway 200. It's the XTW
You
250.
can tell me whatever the hell you want it is. It's the minion.
Oh, if I owned it, it'd be a minion. Yeah, exactly.
I can hear it speaking Portuguese right now.
Exactly. Oh, banana? Banana. Banana. I would. And here's another motorcycle that I would totally ride every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's saucy.
What do you mean? I'm painting my buddy yellow tomorrow.
I give this motorcycle 4 bulldogs.
And
I
two
give it 3
bananas.
stars.
Yeah, I give it 4 bulldogs.
Banana.
Yeah. The only 5 bulldog is a bulldog. Yeah. And it's a 250 again, so same kind of thing, 250cc. I don't hate this bike. I don't hate this bike at all.
That is
Well,
the
you
best
can't
Mid
hate
Ohio
the
bike I've
Minions.
ever seen in my life.
Oh, this bike's
it's
already
pretty
at
good.
Mid Ohio. This bike's already at Mid-Ohio. It said, fuck you and your design team. I'm going to Mid-Ohio. That's what a good bike this is. It says, I'm not even waiting to be built yet. I'm already there.
It's holding down our spot.
It's holding our spot. And you know what? When we get there, the security guy's going to be like, there was a yellow bike waiting for you guys. And when you hit the gate, it just fucking flittered off into the fucking nowhere land.
It has a built-in caution tape dispenser.
Yes. Oh, that is the best. The Yamaha XTW 250 Ryoku concept. Yeah, built-in caution tape dispenser. That's fucking genius.
It runs on Shanky's whip.
It does. You know what? When you get off this bike, it goes and does a burnout for you. It literally is like, oh, okay, all right, you're done. All right, I got shit to do.
And then it tips Pete at the bar.
It does. Yeah, it's a really good looking.
I got to go pick up some pizzas.
Right. It has already won the burnout contest.
That's how you know it loves you. At 2 a.m. when you're just giving up hope, it just shuts. It shows up. This pizza's on the rack.
Pizza's a camel.
When you get done parking this bike from the Vail Racing, it goes and leans on somebody else and goes, "Want to go barrel racing?"
Hey, you see my headlights? 2 for 2.
2 for 2. This bike literally does like if the Bulldog's the Bulldog, this is the Golden Retriever.
Yeah.
This thing is so friendly looking. It is super friendly looking.
It's got a cheese grater on the rear exhaust there.
It does. Yeah, it does have a cheese grater.
Yeah, don't fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that comes into your tenant night.
Right. Yes.
We got a question. We got a question for Phil.
Go ahead.
And you're going to know it. So watch the question, and then I'm going to time how long it takes you to answer, and go. And
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
what's the name? What is it?
I'm kind of going to rattle the name off, but the
Jazzy? No.
no, it's not the Jazz.
Chappy.
No, but it's
Yes, I know exactly. I can't think of it.
it's the come on, dude.
Slappy? No.
It's the Chappy, the Happy.
It's also yellow.
squirrel.
It's
The chipper.
the slipper, the
Dale?
chipper, the
I mean,
flipper.
we
the-
te- we
Champ?
texted
Is
it.
it the champ or something?
No, we texted it around.
jam.
Right. We already played this game.
Yeah, we did.
played it a few weeks ago. We threw it around here.
The font.
Here we go. It is the PG1.
PG1.
Oh.
Parental Guidance 1. The PG1. And with a name like that,
That sounds like something you put on a CD in the mid 80s.
it does. It absolutely does. It is one of those things that, again, I don't love it enough to be like, yeah, this is a lot better than a Hunter Cub. It's not enough better than a Hunter Cub to make me be like, yeah, this is totally going to dominate the Hunter Cub. Go ahead and you throw it up.
That's the watered down version of the one we were just looking at, the yellow Minion bike.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I mean, I get it. They do the brown saddles on this. There's a lot of retro
But you know
styling.
what? It's thrown back to the Chappy or Chap or what. You know what I'm talking about?
The Champ and the Chappy and all those things. Yep, it is. It's Yamaha saying, "Hey guys, we can Hunter Cub too."
I don't hate that, dude.
Again, it's not hateable. It's not bad. It's just the Yamaha version of a Hunter Cub. Yeah.
Why, when you have a bike like this, do you have the exhaust coming straight out the bottom? Why don't you like slant it? Like rotate that, like have
You could also do exactly what Honda did with the Hunter Cub
with the crash guard
and put it up where it should be.
Yeah, but I mean, like even just like rotate the head at an angle so that the intake is over here. It's like it's not coming straight out the bottom; it's coming out.
Go look at the BMW in the driveway.
Yeah,
the exhaust and the intake they're traded places.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So the exhaust is coming out the back of the motor. Oh, that's great.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and a couple of motorcycles are doing that now because it just fucking makes sense.
Yeah. Where's the ram air? Coming from where?
Where's the air come from?
Where do you want to put the
Go
carburetor?
figure.
Put it facing backwards.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
you do get a Venturi, but
Yeah,
anyway.
I get
whatever.
it. So where does the exhaust come? Does the exhaust come out by the front wheel?
Yeah, perfect.
All right, great
the
idea.
snow off of it.
Sure, cool. Yeah, forward-facing exhaust. Great idea.
Well, I think that's because you want the air
Extra
going,
plumbing.
cooling.
Yeah, exactly.
But if it's liquid cooled, then
It's just what it is. That's fine. And this is the PG1. Yeah, the PG1. And I've seen a bunch of pictures of it. And again, if I'm going to have this, I'm probably going to have a Hunter Cub. Unless somebody's like, this thing makes 50% more power than a Hunter Cub.
I'll bet it makes more because the 100 Cub is pretty docile.
This is by the looks of it, a 2-valve 125. So that's probably going to be pretty docile.
Trail dudes, or what do you call it? Trials guys might at least wave at you on this one.
This is also in that category of the bike. These are all based on the underbone, like that idea of that design. It would have been much, much, much lower, right? Like the step through, if you get an 80-year-old guy try to step through this cocksucker, that guy's going to be on the ground, right?
It's more like a trip over.
Yeah, this is a trip over for sure. Grandpa, are you doing okay? I'm just trying to get on my bike. It's okay. It'll rub out.
I'll do it for you.
Hey, thanks. Hey. Fucking bulldog. Oh, gotta love that thing. Still looking at it. Just pulled it up again. Still, I don't care. It's still fucking beautiful. I love it. Fucking great.
I'm not allowed to
fucking
touch
cool.
myself anymore on the podcast.
So badass.
$1.99 is not going to cut it if you want to play with himself.
Well, that just keeps me from
for
fondling
5
the
minutes.
balls. You
Right.
know?
It definitely is one of those things that every time I see that motorcycle, I go back to it. I'm like, yeah, that's the one. That's the one we wanted.
That is a good looking.
That is a good looking
Let's
bike.
see it one more time. Oh, let's see it one more time.
Oh, that's the Yamaha.
Oh, which one are you talking? Where's the other one?
No, that was the one I had just. But it's the
Oh,
Yamaha.
okay.
Yeah. I just had the Yamaha. But what's also funny is they called that. I saw it more than one place. I've seen it called a touring bike, the Bulldog, and I'm like, it's not a. Go ahead and pull it up. The lovable touring partner, the Honda Bulldog, touring. Well, I mean, I guess it has all the storage by the gas tank, and it has luggage rack in the front and luggage rack in the back. So I guess by that definition,
You know what
sure, why
happened?
not?
They pulled up the 2016 Africa Twin, which I own, and this was on the left hand, and they were like, "Which one do we build?" And they were like, "Fucking Africa Twin."
Yeah, Africa Twin.
And this
But
guy
they're
thought-
Honda. They have money. They can build cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have money. They can build all kinds of fun bikes if they want to. They just have to want to. And again, apparently a basement full of guys in Cleveland isn't enough to sway the trajectory of that fucking
All
company.
of these, though, look way better than the Square.
All of these look way better than the Square.
I concur, Doctor.
Yeah, I completely agree. And in case you needed to, remind yourself, we are now 11 years past the Bulldog. 11 years. That bike could have been so much by now. That bike could have been
Almost
so
a
fucking cool.
Whole Zodiac calendar.
Yes. It could, yeah. We could have gone through the whole catalog.
It took me far too long to think about it, and I had to go back through my Rolodex of my freaking damaged brain.
Mm-hmm.
So what they need to do is make that bike in pink.
Oh.
The Minion here.
The Minion.
That's a Yamaha, right?
Okay. All right. Yep.
They need to make the pink lady version,
Okay.
the U5E.
Yeah.
And with the fringe and the white and everything else with the big thing. Yeah. Right there. Make it the pink lady. Let's go.
Pink Pony Club
is
edition.
what's happening here, though, is we can design a bike that everybody would be gaga for, but we can't make money. They wouldn't, at what we would build it for and what we could charge, it just wouldn't make
Hey,
sense.
F&I is going to charge you an extra, is going to charge you double for the bike out the door. What's it going to
I
matter?
have a concept, and if you want to throw this up, Sleepy, we can. This is the Square. So this is the Square out in the public being viewed.
Wow.
So this is the Square, and I think maybe what's
Are
happened
those
is
snowshoes on the front of it?
those are the foot platforms. But so what's happened here is
So wait, that's not just a big ruckus?
this is Farkled. Okay, so this is Death by
More
Farkled.
fucked.
So here's
Farkle.
what I'm going to think, if you guys don't mind. I believe that the motorcycle industry has been sitting around watching the side-by-side industry get all the extra money as people bolt shit to their side-by-sides. And the motorcycle industry has said, we need a bike that you can just bolt shit to.
They've
That's
definitely
a good
bolted
take
a lot
on
of
that,
shit
dude.
to that.
And I think that what they've done is they've designed not a bike, but a receptacle for add-on shit.
Not a bike.
An accessory holder.
An
It's
accessory holder.
It looks
a
like
mobile
it's-
internal sales unit.
Yeah, it looks like it has agricultural stuff strapped to it, like it's ready to like
that a generator on the
fertilize
back?
the lawn.
Yeah, let's pull that.
I think
hold
that's
Or
on.
a trash
cooler.
pump.
I think it's a big
Let's
cooler.
pull that back up.
It's your loving touring partner.
Does it have a built-in trash pump?
Well, look, it has like a whole like
Well, that's got a
CB
fishing rod
radio
on it.
system.
So this is the
I
fishing.
feel like I should be firing golf
system.
balls at it from a range.
Right. But if you will,
What's right in front of the saddle? It looks like a pet
carrier.
Yeah, okay,
Mr.
that's what I thought.
Fusion.
it's
Okay, yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
a pet
okay.
carrier. And then
a
there's
couple more milk crates.
and then there's a knockdown folding
Not a
table
Kawasaki.
that's in the center testicle area.
What's strapped to the side there?
A folding a basket kit that when you expand it becomes a big storage box. So that's got some Z hinges in it, and when you undo those tan straps, it opens up to be a full size pannier.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is. Do you guys remember that 100 Cub I bought after the guy put $3,000 worth of shit on it? and it was just had everywhere you looked on that bike, there was something that didn't come from Honda. This is what they've done. They've said, we have the vehicle where like Honda Navi price tag, $1,800, and we're going to give you $4,000 worth of accessories. They finally were like, Harley, hold my beer. Yeah. That's kind of where I think this thing ended up. And it's fucking crazy. It's cuckoo go nuts. There's another angle for the people at
home. He's making the sound.
Oh, God. $5. Oh, you sent that from next door. Wow. This is desperate.
We'll get a bidding war going back and forth.
Get a side view. Get a side view of that motorcycle.
Can I get a sheet of plastic?
Look at that fucking. That's a fucking. So that bike is just junk. I mean, it's just a place to put junk at this point. I mean, that's all it is. There's just more. There's more bolted to it and strapped to it.
They should have called it the gadget.
Here's my favorite thing, though. Here's my favorite thing about this.
Tackle box.
The dude who would buy this is totally like the guy when I was eating lunch today at the park.
Mm-hmm.
He was this dude. He was like 80 years old, and he had this like, I don't know what to call it, like a stand-up paddleboard with a seat that you could fish off of.
Yeah.
Okay, or something like that.
Yeah.
And like this dude could hardly get the thing in the water. And I don't have dog at him. He was an elderly gentleman, but so I could just see like that guy buying this and then showing up somewhere and then trying to get off of it.
There's a guy that fishes by my house that has a kayak.
Yeah.
That last year had an outrigger on his kayak, so he could have electric motor and all the fishing gear and everything else. And so this year he's added another kayak to his kayak. So instead of an outrigger, he has a whole other kayak out there. So now he has a centrally mounted electric trolling motor, and he has the seat he sits on one side, and he has a swivel chair in the middle he can move to when he's casting and fishing. So he has doubled his kayak.
It's a catamaran.
So is this catamaran.
So is
exactly what he's built.
This exhibit?
It's a pontoon.
It's a pontoon.
Hey, Phil, is this exhibit?
Yeah, right.
With a
this
kayak?
is exhibit.
We heard you like kayaks.
Well, and the other thing is,
for your kayak.
Where can you park this bitch that everything on it won't be stolen?
Yeah, no shit.
Right? Because that's the other side.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
everything that you strap to your bike can be stolen. There is something to be said for internal locking storage. And this bike, she don't have too much. Anyway, that's that.
That is a pet carrier.
It is. Yeah. No, it's that we weren't joking.
It's in the wrong
pet carrier.
spot.
Yeah.
It's where
it's
the
supposed to go under the seat.
Yeah, we have a sticker for that.
Toasty Pets. It's the pet warmer. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. We spent enough time on that fucking
Dude, the
thing.
first time I saw that sticker, I thought it was a fucking joke.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I was like,
No
who
pets.
the fuck put this sticker in here? I have to get some of these. Like, this is hilarious.
It's fucking hilarious is what it is.
And then I get to your store and I'm like, wait, they all have these fucking things.
It's
oh my
part of what
God.
it does.
Yeah.
It's part of what it does. Okay, so a few podcasts ago, we were talking about the Italjet Dragster 700.
Oh, yes.
And before we talked about the 700, by the way, we also creamed our jeans over the 500, which we said the 500 will never happen. And here's the 700. It happened, and it's for sale now. And they let people go around the circuit at Imola on this bike. So this bike has actually done track laps. Unfortunately, the press were only allowed to take it for 3 laps per rider.
Because it says Italjet and the motor overheated.
Yeah, except for the fact that the motor's not from Italjet. The motor's from
Bajaj.
Zenan.
Oh, so not
Benelli.
Franco Marini this time?
Exactly. Not Franco Marini this time. Exactly. Right. So this motor. Now my problem is somehow
How'd the Italjet 125 twin go?
It didn't. It went for a very short period of time until one of the cylinders overheated. Yeah, because it turns out 2-stroke, 2 cylinders next to each other, liquid cooled. No, it's not going to work. Right. Yeah. Not in Italy, at least. Not with that space program. So on this bike is very funny. It looks like they were forced at gunpoint to make it a step through. They didn't want this bike to be a step through. The history of the Dragster made this bike be something it desperately didn't want to be. But it is still a Dragster. It doesn't have the center hub steering, which I'm sad it doesn't have that.
Then it is not an Italjet Dragster.
I kind of agree, Tom. I kind of agree.
Yeah.
I kind of
I thought
agree.
that was the whole piece.
This looks like somebody took a Bergman, took half of the plastic off, jacked up the other half of the plastic, and said, okay, now give it to a rice boy and tell him to go ape shit with it.
I remember
give it to
the
Sleepy.
front end
I
of a chick's
remember my
tail.
first. I remember my first Team X 500.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a Crash T-Max 500.
Yeah, but it looks like it'd be fun as hell on a track, though.
Apparently,
because think
people
about
like
it. If you want to hang off and do stuff, you have to have that area. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense why they did it like that.
I don't disagree. Yeah, I think
I don't hate that
pretty
at all.
fucking cool.
If Cagiva can do center hub steering,
right?
Italjet can fucking.
But wait, let's go
They
back.
do in their lesser models.
So how is it a scooter if it has a fucking open air dry clutch and all these things?
Feet forward.
How is a scooter is, well, this, you'll notice this is a 6-speed gearbox. This is a shifter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So your feet aren't even feet forward. Your feet are kind of right under your thighs.
I mean, it's not rear sets.
Right. But it does have no gas tank, but other motorcycles have certainly done that. Yeah. You know, that's not a new fucking concept.
You can put your helmet under the seat with with your pets.
This is this is a 700cc twin.
So
and obviously this is super farkled up.
So it's just a motorcycle with like a low center?
It's a motorcycle with a gas tank where it's not supposed to be.
It's a gurney gator.
Get over it's a gurney gator. Yeah, it's a gurney gator.
So are you saying the 500 version has the center hub steering still?
I don't know how far of the food chain we're going to have to go.
I'll just be excited 300 when we get any of these to come to the U.S.
So, and that's where, if you read the article, the U.S. distribution for Italjet Dragster was firmly locked in to the House of Genuine in Chicago. But in this article, when they interview the guy and they say, hey, you know, this is great. You're no longer vaporware. You're actually a thing people can buy. So now that you're a thing people can buy, are you going to be coming to the United States? And the guy says, yes. We are exploring U.S. distribution right now. Well, you know, if you have one Italjet Dragster to bring in and it's a 300cc, well, then maybe you can just let Genuine do that for you, right? But if you have 5 Italjet Dragsters from 50cc up to 700cc, well, then maybe you might want to try to do that yourself.
Yeah.
And get in line with all the CF Motos and Benellis and Marinis and all the other things that end in a vowel, right? Because that's what they do is, you know, whoever's importing the QJ could very easily be importing the Italjet because they're, you know, hey, Zenen, baby, right? Yeah. We're all sucking on the same teats here.
Which QJ importer?
QJ is right now being imported by themselves and they're split out to Benelli and Kiwi. Right. Okay. So, yeah. So that's kind of who they would be. And SSR is not the QJ importer anymore. They're just, they have some.
Yeah,
they have some. So, yeah. So it's a pretty interesting thing. Right now, real, you can go buy them at the dealership, are the 125, the 200, and the 300. And the 300 gets I believe the 300 is getting the Piaggio Vespa GTS motor, which is, well, if you're not fucking excited about that, fucking you're dead. So, right. Bury yourself. We don't need you here anymore. Because that's a great motor, and it's probably could be on the shelves in the U.S. for probably $7,500 or between $7,500 and $8,000.
We should all buy them when they open the Lorraine Cartplex. We're going to go out there and rip it.
Rip it. Yeah. That's definitely one of those things where...
Oh, that looks more classically dragster.
This is more dragster. Yeah. So we'll pull the big picture up for the kids at home. It's just, this is an Italian website, so it's powered by Steam.
Yeah.
And they're still working on it, boys.
It's weird.
It's also probably in the basement. I think some of you guys have your Wi-Fi turned on. And we lost the internet.
Just like a Fiat crashed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it is, this is definitely, come on, man. Really? You're going to bust my balls like that? Yes. Do not let the Italians do your websites, guys. Just going to give that to you for free. That's a little tip from your Uncle Phil. Yeah, that sucks. That really does suck. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, fuck that. That is annoying as fuck. Yeah, I'm going to have to go out the other way and get it. Sorry, guys. Hate to do that to you.
Lazy loading the images, but then the website's also bad on top of it.
It's a bad website on top of... We're going to make our thumbnail 9 billion megabytes. Yeah.
It was designed when they thought they weren't actually going to build the bikes.
Yeah, I think there's... And they're not the only ones, by the way. Just don't go to the Cycle World website. You'll shit yourself.
Yeah.
That is just like... You're going to get hit in the face so many times by pop-up ads. So, yeah, we'll pull up a picture and something we can actually see. And this was back in, 2023. This is a sexy motorcycle. I mean, sexy scooter. I mean, that's pretty. You can throw that up anywhere.
Rar.
Yeah, it's a cool looking bike. Yeah. And that's center hub steering. So that's the real deal. So, that's the bike that you want to have. That's the scooter. That's the Vespa GTS 300 motor. Yeah, that's cool. We like all those things. Yeah, that's a neat thing.
That looks fun.
And if you can have that scooter with that angry looking face and that, pissed off general attitude and the complete lack of underseat storage, I love that, man. $7,500. I know 2 or 3 guys that would buy that right now.
Is that still a 12-inch tire?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So the front one might be a little chonkier. But anyway, long story short, I'm happy to see that it's coming out in real metal. And it's nice when something makes it from, hey, we're going to do this someday, to, hey, all you journalists, go put a helmet on and ride that cocksucker.
I mean, we've only waited since, 2002 for the next Italjet?
Pretty much. Yeah, honestly, 20 years.
Well, it's
20 years.
exciting whenever it's something as crazy as that 700 too.
Yes,
right.
And that's true. And that's the cool thing. I wish they could have kept center hub steering just because I think it's really fun and novel to do that. It's part of the trellis frame idea that reaching down low to grab that center hub steering brace.
But do you think I
think that's cool.
Because you have exponentially increased the power, that would exponentially increase the cost to make that hub steering work?
Because 13 grand.
Yeah.
So 13 grand is 700 cc's with a normal set of forks.
That's what I'm saying.
So you're already fuck you money.
Right. And you just couldn't take this front end and just slap it on a 700 cc fucking
There's
bike.
just no way.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way. And you're not going to be able to control 70 fucking horsepower with a center hub steering and a 12 or 13 inch front wheel. It's just not going to work for you. So you're going to have to put on your big boy pants and put a 17 inch wheel on that thing. That's what they did. And that's exactly what happened. So on this episode of Motorcycles and Misfits, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about our top 10 list.
Yeah.
So we have our top 10 list. I'm very happy to announce to you guys tonight that we are doing our...
Oh, hold on.
Go ahead.
Breaking news.
What top 10 list is this, Phil? We are doing the Rider Magazine. You can throw this up if you'd like to, Sleepy. We're doing the Rider Magazine. Thank you, folks at Rider Magazine, for us stealing your intellectual property. The Rider Magazine Motorcycle of the Year. Now, rather than just tell you what the motorcycle of the year is, no, we're not going to miss the opportunity to give you at least 9 other motorcycles.
10 other.
Right. Yes. 10 other motorcycles that are, in fact, not the motorcycle of the year. Or as we say around my house, get to the fucking monkey. All right.
We'll sell you a seat.
It's like watching the movie King Kong. You're just waiting for the fucking monkey. All right. Sorry, it's a deep dive. It's a deep cut. All right. So here we go. Rider Magazine.
But immediately relatable.
Completely relatable.
The wrong King Kong.
Yes, right.
I scrolled too far down this page and I'm disappointed.
Right. So because you don't have an hour and a half to kill listening to a top 10 list that basically just lists not winners. Okay? Remember last year, this publication said the motorcycle of the year was the BMW R1300 GS. I think we can all agree at this sitting at this table.
Ooh.
Yeah, flip it on Sensei. It's the worst of the year. Last time. Yes, Thrust and Justin. John's not doing his job. John's supposed to be reading us our chat is
motorcycle of the year. What's the best motorcycle of the year? What's the best motorcycle of the year? We don't fucking know.
Well,
is that the theme song?
I think we can all agree that last year's motorcycle of the year, the BMW R1300 GS, was in fact a motorcycle.
My job is to fall asleep at about an hour and a half in.
All right, finalists.
Hey, John, go for it.
Oh, I was.
Okay, remember last year's motorcycle of the year was what?
1300 GS.
Very good, thank you. This year, first runner-up was?
1300 GS.
1300 RT.
Oh, sorry, RT.
1300 RT.
What a shitty bike.
Again, doesn't matter, right? Doesn't fucking matter. It's just, that's what bike they said. Now,
spoiler.
Now, here's one thing I would like to, I'm going to remind you guys. For those of you who are playing at home, if you're playing at home and you're watching the screen right now on YouTube,
actually,
you're going to notice.
Sleepy's playing with it right now.
Okay. What you're going to notice is that
CX500. Yay!
Okay, your podcast now. I'm going home. All right. All right. What you're going to notice is no matter how I scroll on this website, what does not leave?
The ads.
That fucking Can-Am.
That car, that 3-wheeled car up there that's traveling through the dirt. That Jeep, the Jeep that's missing a wheel.
It's like a Miata with half the suspension missing.
And
that's a Jeep that's missing a wheel.
That is very sus, as the kids would say.
And we talked about this particular non-motorcycle a while ago.
That's so
All right, done. Skip the next one. CF Moto. the ClevelandMoto 450 CL-C. By the way, that's a cruiser. That's a cruiser bike, boys. That's a cruiser bike.
It's a cruiser scrambler.
Sleepy, bring it up.
That's a cruiser bike.
It's a Rebel 500.
Wait a second. How did we not make fun of this? Guys, I'm not joking. How did we not make fun of this? This is the kind of bike we make fun of.
Well, it's got the mom and pop seat there.
It's got
the L edition.
It's like the Triumph American. But
what were they hiding by
Bonneville?
What were they hiding by putting the wrong gas tank on there? So they put the wrong gas tank to hide some weird diagonal thing that's going under. There's a lot going on.
You know what they did?
Are those brown tires?
They tried to copy the Honda Rebel's gas tank, and they're like, "Oh shit, we're gonna get sued. Grab that other tank. Grab that other tank. The fucking thing.
Grab the tank off the Yamaha 500 Virago.
Brake?
What's that?
Is that a radial front brake?
It's ish. Yeah, for real. Ish. Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. So that's congratulations. Made it to number 2 in the list, and I didn't even know the cocksucker existed. So that's something.
I don't care that it existed.
ClevelandMoto snuck one past me. A bike I didn't even know existed made it into the top 10 list.
Is this a real organization making this list, or is this just
I'm sus.
Again, a peppy, stylish bike. Stylish. Who the fuck are you talking to? That thing's not good looking.
Chat
and $57.99. Hold on. Number 3, Harley Davidson Heritage Classic. Said nobody ever.
Well,
this is so random.
They have to appease the Harley crowd, though.
I love skulls and flames and masturbating in leather.
Pete's nailing it. Pete's nailing it. And because that's not one bike, it's 6. Because you got the Breakout, the Fat Boy, the Heritage Classic, Lowrider S, Lowrider ST, and Street Pop. Oh, even one bike satisfies that sponsor. The Honda NT1100 DCT. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Perfectly capable. But
it's boring. A motorcycle.
It is a motorcycle with a Honda badge.
They sold
it's
at
a
least
motorcycle.
8 of them last year.
It's a motorcycle. The Indian Chieftain Power Plus, because we had to name Polaris, right?
You gotta get in there.
All right, so we got to get that in there.
Motorcycle, though. That's a nice bike.
Fair enough. That's cool. You know, I don't hate it. I wonder who the next one's going to be. We haven't heard anything from KTM. So there's the KTM 390 Adventure R.
This is the KTM bankruptcy special.
This is
get it while they're hot.
Yeah. Help me, Bajaj. You're my only hope.
I believe they just. They just came out with a recall on those. I believe also.
Yeah.
Yes, they with a throttle.
They've been recalled because they exist.
Because they started with the letters K, T, and M.
Hey, the crankshaft may fail, and if it doesn't, the electrics will.
You can't spell recall.
We haven't had Yamaha yet, right?
And parts are not available.
All right, what about a Royal Enfield Gorilla 450?
I have never
Well, that's a motorcycle that exists. Yeah, that's a motorcycle that exists.
All the Royal Enfields
Those are cool looking.
I have never
They're cool
heard of a
looking.
Gorilla.
You know, though, I haven't been able to drive down one road this summer without seeing at least 3 of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Royal Enfields. But not Gorillas.
I have never heard
That's
of
my
a
point. I have never seen one of these anywhere.
No, and this is the hilarious thing is it's in the top 10.
Yeah, and yet
I've never seen one in the wild.
Ever.
I've read articles about them.
We saw them at the AIM show.
Yeah. And then Steve's favorite new bike, the Suzuki DRZ-S. Right? So the DRZ-4S.
When I saw this, I'm like, why is this on here? But if you read it, they fuel injected it.
Fuel injected.
Yes.
They did a bunch of stuff to it to make it worthy.
Yeah, fuel injected, slightly different steel, still a steel twin spar frame. Okay. We got fresh new styling.
I saw that bike down at Whalen Wayne weekend, and it's a nice looking bike.
Yeah.
But it's a little spendy. It's 10 grand.
Yeah, it's 10 grand for a 400 cc.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
It's 10 grand for a CRF 450L though too.
Okay.
What's a Escape 700 run?
The Escape 700 leftovers are $63.99.
Yeah, that seems like less than 10 grand.
A little bit less than $10,000. How about a Triumph? Well, there's a Triumph Speed Triple in here. Well, that's cool. Triumph Speed Triple, that's fine. 180 horsepower. That's good to go. I don't have any problem with that. And
I give it a.
And they hadn't said the word Triumph yet, so there you go. Number 9 or 10. Who were we missing? Who we didn't talk about?
Yamaha.
Oh, there's the Yamaha
R9.
There's the Yamaha R9.
Oh, I figured it'd be an R3.
So they did manage to make what should have been the bike of the year. They made it into the 10 brands we have to mention because we take sponsorship money from.
And so far, 2 of the bikes have been ones that people have actually talked about saying that, wow, that's a really good bike.
It's a really good bike.
The
So
R9
2 out
and
of
the one
10.
before this.
The other 7 we've never seen before.
Right.
Well, the Gorilla just actually landed at U.S. dealerships like a month ago.
I was going to say,
maybe?
I mean, is it all
Rider
right?
Magazine is an American publication, and they just rated 3 of the motorcycles as best of, and you can't buy them yet.
Because if you had said the Himalayan, I would have been okay. That's all right.
At least they
Himalayan's been around
exist.
a while.
Right.
But at least they've been true to form and like really just presented nice 2-wheel motorcycles, and like it's been, you know, they didn't sneak a side by side or something in, so that's cool.
Sure.
And because I don't know what the best bike of the year could possibly be.
I know, especially with the ads on the thing.
I just
it
can't
doesn't make any
imagine
sense that would be
what
there,
the world's best motorcycle of 2025 could be.
Wait, hold on. Let me just pull up the big screen for this.
Yeah, you better pull up the big screen for this. You gotta pull up the big screen. All right.
Hey, wait, drum roll.
Yes, my friend.
Mazda fucking Miata.
It's a Jeep that's been crashed once already.
Wait, they broke it. It's missing a wheel.
It's missing a wheel. It is missing a wheel.
It has one too many to be on a motorcycle list.
Exactly. By definition,
it's a spare tires.
So
you're just carrying a spare tire.
I'm going to check. Oh, wait. Yes, it is true. Rider Magazine is, in fact, a journalistic publication. Yeah. So they should know the definition of the word motorcycle.
Well,
you'd hope one person there does.
So, are we going to expound on this?
Well, I can also tell you that this motorcycle, because I've seen them in the flesh,
Why,
this
Pete,
vehicle,
are you riding one of these now?
This vehicle has a sticker on it. And do you know what the sticker says?
I'm a whore for money.
It says, "This is not a motorcycle. This tricycle has certain performance characteristics
I have an important
that
question.
you must be aware of should you operate it. This is not a motorcycle." Literally on this machine is a sticker telling you that it is not a motorcycle because it wants to remind you that the bitch can't lean over.
So my question was,
wants to
before,
remind you can't sue them when you tip it over.
Right, but before we get into making fun of this, are we sure that this person on there is not handy abled?
I don't care if they are
Well, no, because
handy-abled.
because if that's the case, then I applaud them for getting out and riding this.
I think it should be trike of the year.
It could be trike of the year.
Yeah.
Because there are more than one trike out there.
I've seen one of these in person.
What's
It
that
seems
big
like
monster Harley with the 9-inch Ford rear end that runs around all the time?
Oh,
it's
sure.
called a tri-glide.
Right.
Yeah. It's a
I was going to say, how would this be viewed by, say, the state of California?
Exactly. Right. Yeah, that's exactly right.
I'm jumping ahead here.
Right. Jump.
Well, you're not splitting lanes with the
right
bastard, I'll
ahead.
tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, except from the trike angle, like they at least finally delivered on the off-road trike because
They
they
did.
tried to do the Riker Rally, and
Yes.
that thing was not really off-roadable in
it's
any
a
way.
very bad idea.
So, like,
Yeah.
as a product, it's kind of a slam dunk because they finally made what they said they were going to make.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But it's not a motorcycle.
It's not a
Just
motorcycle.
doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
No.
Now,
It's on the wrong list.
I will go on record as saying if I was missing a leg or an arm or had very bad arthritis or scoliosis or some kind of medical injury that could not let me ride a two-wheeled vehicle,
Right.
and I wanted to go, say, to Utah, I could see riding this.
Well, that's was my comment, because like if the person's handy abled or whatever you want to call it, like, and they're doing that, that's fucking awesome. But if you don't have any excuse, that's terrible.
like, bruh, the R1300 GS is less.
So I found stickers you can buy online for your Can-Am that says "I identify as a motorcycle."
So wonderful.
You can get in there. Again, I appreciate the people who say if it has handlebars, it's a motorcycle. If it has a steering wheel, it's a car. But that is a very, very fine line between what is a slingshot and what is a Can-Am,
Spider, Riker.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
It is. To be in a motorcycle publication and being called the motorcycle of the year and being 3 goddamn wheels, it's not. It just isn't.
But you know who tested that theory? The 70s. Because the 70s, man, they'd be like, oh, that's a motorcycle. And it'd be like this fucking contraption with like handlebars hanging off of it, like a VW bus in the back, like pulling a trailer and shit.
Centaur
That's
is
true.
now the motorcycle of the year.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. I'm definitely of the feeling that if you're going to be a
Publication has
motorcycle,
jumped the shark.
yeah, This is.
I encourage everyone at home though to pull this article up.
Yeah.
And read through the comment section. It's gold.
It's gold.
And
it is fucking gold.
And this is why we only do top 10s every so often.
The people from Rider Magazine just will not come off it that they're calling it a motorcycle.
Right.
And every comment is like, it's not a motorcycle. It's not a motorcycle.
Just not a motorcycle. and like, literally, first comment is, okay, I'm done with Rider Magazine. Next comment, I'm thinking the exact same thing. What the fuck, a trike? And when the next comment is, when your MOT is a snowmobile with wheels. Could have swore you said motorcycle of the year. Greg, the guy who said, we knew choosing a three-wheeler as a motorcycle of the year would be controversial. Oh, you did it for the clicks. I get it.
Yeah.
We agree with the definition set forth in the California Vehicle Code. A motorcycle is a motor vehicle that has a seat or a saddle for the use of the rider and is designed to travel on not more than three wheels in contact with the ground. This includes Can-Am three-wheelers. Oh, that's clearly legacy art law work right there.
Well, I bet you they probably have a licensing set up similar to ours.
Oh, yeah,
right?
they do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. As well as traditional trikes with two wheels in the back and sidecars. We draw the line at a steering wheel and a bucket seat. For example, a slingshot is a three-wheeled variation of a car. Well, I can take the handlebars off my motorcycle and I can put a steering wheel there. How do I know this? Because my grandmother could not make handlebars work on a bicycle. Ooh. So my grandfather put a steering wheel on where the bicycle's handlebars used to be. And the bitch could get around the neighborhood. Right?
The poor lady.
So by definition, that just became a car in California. Check. Got it. If we took grandma's tricycle, pedal bicycle, and put the steering wheel on, that's now officially a car in California. Check. Just wanted to know the rules. That's fine. I love the way that they are so into their justification. They said, Can-Am's three-wheel platform has brought more than 300,000 people into the world of open-air riding.
Not motorcycling.
My friend, now you have determined the term, you have invented a new classification called open-air riding. We call this nudism.
It's rage bait. We're done.
It is rage bait. That's all it is.
That's a great point.
Rage bait. Yep. Our fucking chat is on fire.
I want to see the new ADV Miata.
The ADV Miata. That's exactly right. Yeah,
that's actually a thing.
So you know, Reliant Robin.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just call it that?
Shaky Swift is getting to you.
They actually, the gamblers put lift kits and knobby wheels on Miatas. They rock them all day long.
It's
about $17,000 cheaper than that thing.
Yeah.
The Throbbing Rolobin.
So like knobby motorcycle tires?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Side by side tires.
The comments section is, and again, Greg Drevenstedt comes back over and over and over again in the comment.
He will not come off.
And he doesn't come back with a one sentence or a two sentence. He is committed to writing journals. And he is writing journals about how this is a motorcycle. And again, it's not a motorcycle. I totally dig it. And if I put a sidecar on a motorcycle, do you know what it is? It's a motorcycle with a sidecar. And if I put a Cervicar kit on the back of the Harley, do you know what it is?
A trike.
It's a Harley with a Cervicar kit. It's a trike.
Yeah.
So
it's a trike.
So
this is a backwards trike.
I cannot remember the name of the company, but they build the R1200S or RS into a four-wheeled vehicle.
There's multiple companies that do that.
And they look amazing. I want to ride one because they look amazing.
Yeah.
And at some point, they are no longer a motorcycle. It's just a car powered by a motorcycle engine.
Correct.
Didn't you say, because at first I was like, oh man, that would be fucking fun though to commute to work in the winter. But didn't you say when they have that configuration, since the front wheels don't break the snow for the back wheel, you get stuck.
Right. Well, this is basically you have three wheels hitting fresh snow at the exact same time. Or in aquaplaning or hydroplaning, you have three wheels hitting fresh water at the same time. So in a motorcycle configuration, your front wheel is a different tread pattern than your back wheel because the design is to dump buckets of water out of the way for the back tire to have some grip. So if you ride your motorcycles like the British do in deep water, you might notice that your front tread pattern on a front tire is different than the rear tread pattern on a rear-specific rear tire. It's because of pumping a shit ton of water out of the way. We've done quite a bit of riding on three-wheeled vehicles that in snow, ice, and rain, super deep rain, were fucking scary because your back tire isn't getting any particular good package, and they're all three aquaplaning at the exact same speed.
I still want to get a cheap Can-Am at some point and put 3 snow tires on it.
Yes.
At least an extra month of riding.
Absolutely. Totally 100%. I get it.
Yeah.
I absolutely get it. But if you can't take your MSF course on this cocksucker, then it's not a motorcycle. Yeah. Fair enough, right?
You can't in California, though.
I want to see you do like turn like the fifth part of the motorcycle safety foundation test on this bike.
Yeah.
So
serpentine.
So black ice on a 2-wheel motorcycle, you are on the ground, right? Like you just boom,
right.
you're done.
Boom, you're done. Yeah.
Like, I want to know what it's like on this. Are you just all of a sudden just like doing 3
you're just Mario karting.
Mario karting.
You're Mario karting. You bananaed on the Mario
You've been
kart.
bananaed.
Yeah.
You've been banana.
Can you imagine the person behind you just watching you spin down the road?
Yeah, absolutely.
With the little stars flying around you and stuff.
I love now. I scroll down here, and here's Greg Drevenstedt again. He literally says, "Per my previous email."
Oh no!
He's so angry. He is so angry. I'm down to his 7th comment.
Wait, is he the author?
Yeah, or
He's
the
involved
editor.
with
He's the editor.
Amazing,
Oh, okay.
He's the poor bastard who got stuck with answering these comments. Is what he is.
He's just cutting and pasting at this point, though.
Yeah. He is literally cutting and pasting at this point. He is just out condemning this vehicle and those who ride them as narrow-minded.
That is not a bike.
That is not a bike. It's a tricycle. Yeah, it turns out it's a backwards tricycle.
He posted it again.
And he posts again. Now his fuse is so short that he's posting after 1 comment.
Yeah.
Dude, the rule is you let a dozen or 20 comments pile up and then you address them all like the group of idiots they are.
He wrote that one at 10 in the morning.
Oh, he wrote. If you look at the spread on this, if you look at the spread on this, he's writing this comment at 10:04 a.m.
Still,
right? He's populating this one at 10:03.
I mean, you're like 107 comments.
He's in here at 10:02.
Why in the hell you chose this? And meanwhile, the Royal Enfield Gorilla, which nobody has ever ridden,
Right, exactly.
is on this list too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's great.
I cannot wait until next year when the BMW Isetta is the top
Yes, the
motorcycle.
Isetta is the new
top motorcycle for the year.
This guy and the other guy over at Rider Magazine are sitting there looking at each other in their office right now going, can you see the traffic we're getting, man?
Right, we're
The
getting
clicks,
billion
the
clicks.
revenue.
They're
So
talking
much
about.
This is the
engagement.
most traffic we've
Right.
seen in 20 years. baby.
Congratulations, we did it. We actually
People
did
We
it.
did it,
are paying
Joe.
attention to
What
our
are we going to
garbage.
use next year? What the fuck else? Does Winnebago make something with less than 4 wheels? Does anybody make anything with less than 4 wheels? That's the new standard.
We bought a Miata RF from Copart.
Right.
It's missing one piece of the suspension. It is the
wheel?
motorcycle of the year.
That is exactly what it is.
I'm going to take one of the wheels off my Honda Fit.
Exactly. I'm just going to throw some ballast in the other side. I'm going to 3-wheel this
I heard
bitch.
the Honda Fit is half of a Goldwing, man.
Yeah, man, it's half a Goldwing.
No, you got it backwards, man. The Goldwing's half of a Honda Fit.
No, I know. I was being
You're right, but it is fucking hilarious.
I'm talking about engineering standards.
I was going to say, I think the engine on the Goldwing is bigger than the Fit.
So, in case you were wondering where we are in the timeline between the Model T and Idiocracy,
Almost to Idiocracy.
we are at the point where
Wait.
people.
I've got to get
Go ahead.
Sleepy another THC.
Get him another
which means
THC.
we're almost to Idiocracy.
We are literally what I'm aware of now is that all traditional sorts of marketing have given up, and we have entered the dare to be stupid phase of the chat, where they are saying we need to get eyeballs on our shit. So let's make an article that is so patently ludicrous, so patently not true and not real, that of all the thousands of motorcycles we could have chosen, we chose one that is not a motorcycle.
So how much do you think Can-Am had to pay to have their ad and that article?
A lot. A fucking shit ton. And I
it's
think
like-
this is absolutely the pat on the back. I'm sorry. This is the happy ending.
But like, dude,
after a year of Can-Am spending a lot of money to this publication,
Edging
so hard for 11 months
Oh.
that they are finally getting their comeuppance. And I bet you this deal was written a year ago.
Like, wait your turn.
But the thing is like, has nobody ever heard of being just kind of like mellow about it to kind of let the article sell itself?
Yeah.
They're like, no, just slap our banner ad across the entire top of the page and make it so that even when you scroll the page, it doesn't move.
Yeah.
Nobody will ever put it together.
Again, the fucking ad doesn't move. You can't kill it. There's no X on it. You cannot get away from that ad. And it's looking at you while you're reading all other 10 fucking finalists.
Right.
Go ahead, Chris.
Well, let's ask a logical question.
Sure.
How many more of these are going to be sold because it was voted the number one motorcycle?
Right.
At $45,000.
Wait a minute, Tom. Wait a minute.
Settle
Wait a
down.
minute. What I'm trying to say is they spent a lot of money to try to position this ad, and I don't think the market is that big for something like that within the motorcycle community. So it's kind of wasted money.
The 83 guys that were going to buy one are still going to buy one.
Yeah.
And it's not going to bring another guy in who wasn't going to buy one and say, Martha, the bitch goes in the dirt too.
Or you've got 6 motorcycles in your garage and say, well, okay, this is going to be the 7th I'm going to throw in there. I just don't get it.
Yeah, if you've got 6 motorcycles in your garage and you want to dip your toe into the fucking fetish scene, you can buy a 10-year-old Can-Am Spyder for $4,000, $5,000. I get customers all the time calling my shop begging me to buy these things.
And not only that, but like, so like, this might appeal, like, because they're showing it on the desert out there, like there's some retirees that are like the 60, Rangers still doing things and whatever. But you can't slap. No, I'm saying it came out wrong. What I'm trying to say is that you're still active. We're not talking about
for this.
We're not talking about older dudes that aren't doing shit. Like where everybody's active, whatever.
Right.
But I'm saying it won't fit on the back of an RV or something. Now you have to commit to a fucking trailer or something like that.
Or you have to ride it there.
Yeah.
What about that?
Nobody does that.
Yeah.
The craziest part to me is that Rider Magazine has just decided this is the hill they're going to die on.
It is.
They could have opened
completely.
up the last section going, we understand that most aren't going to consider this a motorcycle, but we believe that this machine is so impressive that it deserves to be called the motorcycle of the year regardless, right? And they didn't do that. They said, nope, this is a motorcycle.
I believe adding lead to gasoline has caused us all to be goddamn morons, but okay.
They could have done this, but also maybe done a reader poll.
Sure.
Sure. This is what we're
that's a
saying.
good
But
idea.
this is what we're saying. But like, what would by the readers? Who is the number one?
Sure. Yeah. Anything
Instead
other than
of just obviously being like, oh, by the way, in case we haven't shown you all the money we've taken from Can-Am, if you haven't seen all the money we've taken from Can-Am, I'll bet you can't tell me which bike is going to be number one, right? Yeah.
Did you see go to their staff parking lot shot and it's just all Can-Am?
They all got one for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody
With a
got
contractual agreement to ride them for 2 years
all
every
the
day.
time. Yeah, all the time. Yeah, I just promise this. As we talked about, if you are at a point in your life where you physically need 3 wheels in order to enjoy handlebar experience and to enjoy your seat and handlebar time, if you need 3 wheels to do it, that's great. Fucking amen, brother. I get you.
Oh,
yeah.
Zimbo says you're overestimating the current cost of advertising. I bet that cost him $3,000 in ad money on a banner.
No, I'm not overestimating. I'm still a dealer, and I can tell you that I just looked at a thing today that said my cost of admission was $50,000 to get in at the poverty level.
Wait.
So
this is so
marketing hasn't changed.
because I had to look up Can-Am because I forgot who owned them, and I was looking up Bombardier.
Yeah.
And I realized that this is the insidious bullshit of the side-by-side incursion.
Yes. This is a 3-wheeled side-by-side.
Yeah.
well,
Because you can see how much shit you can
Same
bolt
as
to
those
it.
assholes.
Yeah,
that
they'll
show
have
up in
portal
side-by-sides in
axles and
Mid-Ohio.
36s on there in no time. Be able to cruise through the tippy hole.
Again, Tom said $33,000.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Why buy one motorcycle when you can buy a third of this?
You could buy a used Jeep.
Well, they took the Can-Am money, right? And they had to pick a motorcycle. And they decided it wasn't going to be the Origin or the Pulse.
Correct. Right.
So they're like, well, what do they got with...
What do they have?
Yeah.
Right.
What
do
else
they
is
have?
left?
What does Bombardier sell?
What do they have that has handlebars and a saddle that you sit on?
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. Well, our shareholders have said we can't mention an electric bike. Because you see the top 10 didn't have any electrics in it. So the shareholders have said we're not going to acknowledge the existence of electricity. So that tells me already about their political slant of the shareholders and the people that control the
The
magazine.
existence of Honda, Yamaha was there, but Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Ducati, Moto Morini.
The worst motorcycle on their list, the CF Moto cruiser bike that doesn't exist, right, in our market, is still more of a motorcycle than this is.
Correct. Because everybody at this table will admit CF Moto makes a really good product now. Period.
No, I'm going to acknowledge that they make a product now. And until I've ridden one for some miles, I'm still going to say they make a product now.
That is totally fair.
Right. I need to spend more seat time on one.
I'll still remember the E-Charm and the Fashion.
I would rather put a bandana on my head and wear a pair of chaps and ride that CF Moto 450 before I would take this thing out in the desert.
Yeah, I think I would have a CF Moto rocker patch prior to trying to ride this bike at Slick Rock.
You join in COG.
Outraged that Janus didn't make one of the 10 also rans.
Well, that tells you how much marketing money Janus is not willing to spend. Apparently, Janus didn't want to be in Rider Magazine. Janus can call Bombardier and say, "What did that cost you?"
Yeah,
because they're talking about this. Cleveland Moto won't shut up about this shit, and normally that's our slot.
Janus doesn't have to pay anybody. Idiots like me do it for free.
How much has Janus paid us for all of our advertising?
Fuck, Chris.
Yes.
How much?
Squatouche.
Yeah, squatouche. Exactly. Squatouche.
I was going to say, I think I'm into it for a couple $100 and I don't even own one.
At this point, it has cost Sleepy money for all the advertising we've given.
If I put my hours of time into it, I'm into it for way too much.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, this is...
But I appreciate the bike, so fuck it. I don't care.
I do love this. I was perusing their website. And you ever been to Home Depot and you see the way that DeWalt has cases now that can link into each other?
Oh, yeah.
And Milwaukee has cases that can link into each other.
That's who started that. And then everybody copied Milwaukee. Because at Summit,
the pack out.
Like we always get the shit at Summit that's coming out late. You know, like we get the stuff early. Yeah. And so our whole studio was just laid out with that shit. And the one guy came in, and when we first got him, we couldn't figure out how to take it out, the pack out. So he pulled it kind of hard and ripped the whole fucking thing.
Oh, he broke it. Oops. Okay, so they all do that now, like the stacking, locking.
It's like it's a Lego concept.
Right, Lego concept. Well, apparently the Can-Am also does that. They have the innovative link system with a Q because it's quick.
That's a Las Vegas casino, I think.
Yes, it is a Las Vegas casino. Apparently, you can switch out an almost endless array of accessories in seconds with the toolless, easy-to-install link system. Adapt your Canyon to the adventure ahead, whether cruising on road or playing on gravel. So that means you swap out your square aluminum boxes for roundy aluminum boxes.
Go back up there though. What was that?
What?
That box? Is it a?
It's not a box. That's the plate looking down at it from the top. See, that's the exhausticle.
Oh,
so that's the penis, the smoke maker. So the smoke maker's over there. You got the pegs for the passenger and the pegs for the operator.
What's the thing that the sex device that lays eggs?
The pizza oven.
The ovipositor.
Yeah, that's what. Look at move your mouse again. It has an ovipositor.
It's the ovipositor head right there.
Damn.
You got a barb tip on your penis? Me too. All right. But so this idea is like, remove module, space containment system A to load up space containment system B, because once you're $39,000 into a 3-wheeled system, that's just the starting point, boys and girls. You can buy all kinds of extra shit. Wow, that is something.
I guarantee you they're going to have Climb branded fucking gear. Can-Am and Climb. Limited edition, $2,614 rain pants.
Oh, yeah. Yes to all of that. I am absolutely... come on.
Sea-Doo, Ski-Doo.
So you can do Sea-Doo, you can do Ski-Doo, you can do Can-Am, you can do all the things. You can do it in the dirt, you can do it in the wet, and you can do it in the snow.
L&L bean.
Excellent. Absolutely.
Everybody's got a kink.
The Yeti Can-Am.
Yeah.
The semi-rigid...
Hey now.
You can get a 40-liter
flaccid.
You can get a semi-liter semi-rigid for $480.
It's the Can-Am pushing rope.
In this economy?
Hold on, guys. Wait a second. A crime has been committed. A crime has been committed.
Rope, yeah.
A crime has been committed.
Lay it on us, Uncle Phil.
Top box?
A top case
It's the bottom case.
Hold on. You're the bottom case if you buy this.
Yeah, really.
You get to sit in the cuck chair.
Oh no! It folds out into the cuck chair.
Hell yeah!
Okay, guys.
It's just like the Motel 6 all over again.
I'm going to say something. It's fucking hard to make me...
Oh,
Hard.
love this Mad Libs.
Come on, let's go.
Functioning vehicles for less than that.
In my life, I have never seen a box worth $2,600.
That's what I was going to say. I saw the.
And I've seen a lot of box, and I've never seen a box worth
That is the
26.
highest class
Wait,
prostitute
does that fold out into a kitchen?
It's one of them Coleman
Oh
grills.
no! Damn, I thought it was like those things where because if folded out into a kitchen, I'd say that might be worth it. Have you seen
If that
that?
box
Yeah.
rolled out, I'd watch it.
But wait,
There's more.
there's more.
If you call within the next 60
Not only is it $2,600, but you can pay for it. It's only $138 a month.
Oh, it's like Klarna or Pay.
They literally have PayPal payment to literally finance one option, to finance an option. Who here in this room rides a motorcycle that costs less than $2,600?
Oh, hold on. Let me get us so we can see this. Here. Hold on.
This is very close to the motorcycle I rode here tonight.
Yes.
Fucking hell, dude. Fucking hell. Now I understand where the money comes from to buy a top 10 competition.
Now
Especially-
I understand. Now I understand why it comes with a cuck chair.
Yeah. But it,
$2,600.
If you're going to get cucked, you might as well do it for
that
$3,000.
most of the people buying that are buying it at the dealership when they're buying the Spider, and that's getting rolled into financing
getting rolled
at
into the financing.
double-digit interest.
Oh, yeah.
But think about this. I've had the aluminum top box on my Africa Twin for 5 years. It has a backrest. It's waterproof and is done well, and it cost $107 from eBay.
Does it include a dedicated USB for device charging? Then it's fucking poverty class. Because this thing is 2,600
Wait.
fucking doll hairs.
It has a USB port?
Yes, it has a USB.
So
That's
it
worth at
wires
least
into
$1,000.
the harness somewhere?
That's worth $1,000.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure if it's made
Yeah, it's
by
got
them,
a-
it probably
comes
plugs
with a
in
dongle.
or
I
something.
mean,
A dongle.
Oh.
Yeah, it plugs into one of the rear power ports
I mean,
or
if
something.
you had yours doesn't have it, the GTS doesn't have it, but the BV400 has a plug in the rear top case area.
Yeah.
So that when you buy the top case, it actually plugs into that harness.
Yeah, and that's
Oh, all right.
$650.
Exactly.
Yeah, for brand new color match. Yeah.
Your top case, Sleepy, is it specific where it will only fit your Honda?
No.
This will only
This
fit.
will only fit this bike. If you sell your bike, there goes your $2,600
So-
top case.
So Phil,
You'll get your money back on
So-
the sale.
How much was the coffee mug?
how much does the cappuccino maker that plugs in
All
the
you have to do is tell the potential buyer, listen, I just have to pass this one cost off to you. It's $2,600. I can't do anything about it, man.
I'm just fucking gobsmacked that it's a $2,600 fucking box, man.
You know what's going to be crazy, dude? When in about a year or two, when you buy one and you're only willing to offer them $2,600.
Oh, dude, I paid that much for the box, and that's why you're in the cuck chair, bitch.
And you're like, that's all I want. I just want the
I just
box.
want the box.
It makes like a
Fucking hell.
$400 Yeti cooler look like a bargain. You know,
Yeah.
It's like,
Honestly, is this where we're at with inflation right now? Where somebody's like, "Oh, I got the full accessories kit. It was only $12,000
Oh my god.
for the bike." No, for just the accessories kit. Yeah,
that
this
they
is
even-
fucking.
How much is shipping and assembly on that too?
Yeah,
I'm sure
gotta
that's
talk to
it.
Ed
sorry,
About
Chris.
that.
If you have to ask, you know,
And that, we haven't even gone
if you
through
have to
the
ask.
gear yet.
No, we're not. I don't want to go through the gear. I just went through that one item and I just fucking shit my mouth.
They're definitely hitting you
so
for
bad.
Their color
4
match
hours of
chaps.
labor.
You thought the full suit from BMW was a bad price.
Man, this is awful. This is just terrible. Again,
People buy this shit.
you don't sell the steak, you sell the sizzle. This is just offensive. This is offensive. Bombardier, I know you took a kid to the hospital once in the snow, that you can only ride that shit for so long. This is bullshit.
Bombardier makes trains. It's the same Bombardier, right?
How do
Yes.
they not have a ski assembly for the front tires on this
Right.
bitch? No. Like that's the one thing they should
how
have.
can I not?
No. If you can afford this, you can afford a fucking snowmobile.
That's
bitch.
true,
You
too.
broke ass bitch.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but if you could.
Oh, you
switch
could have
it-
bought 4 John snowmobiles for the
I
price
know.
they're charging for one fucking top case. Yeah, you could have 4. You could have a fleet of Daytonas.
And I bet you for
Yeah.
a couple $100 we could rig up a bracket to mount it on the back of the Spider.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you do
Fuck
it if you do it enough, you can charge $12,000 for it and then roll into F&I.
Yeah.
God, this is so fucking vile. That's just terrible, man.
But hey, it's the motorcycle of the year.
It's the motorcycle of the year. Yeah. Look, kids, Big Ben, Parliament. Fucking hell, man. What world have we come to?
Phil, a question to you as a professional.
Yeah.
How would you like to be the dealer
that has to stock 10 of those?
And the guy comes in and says, "Hey, I'd really like a top case for this." You're like, we have those. They're available. They're almost $3,000.
Do you know that was the same?
I'd be embarrassed to say it.
Would you prefer KY or do you have a specialty lube you would like me to use while I sell you a top case?
Moto Guzzi California 1400. Yeah. Top
I mean
case.
the cheap end's Crisco.
Was the most expensive single accessory item that my shop had ever sold for a brand new motorcycle. The factory top box that was for the California touring, and that one article, like that one item, and I'm gonna say that was
that's what 8 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while. It was a while ago, and I think that case was $1,200. I think that was there, and it's powered, it's wired, it's got all the stuff. Do you have that case on yours, Chris? They made a couple of different cases.
It's not power.
No, they made a couple of different ones, and they called it 65-liter luxury top box.
Ooh.
And the luxury top box, and I did pull it up right now, and 65 liters. And to give you an idea of how expensive this was, I never saw one with my own eyeballs. Even at the training center, anywhere. And they say this is $2,300. $2,300 is what Moto Guzzi said for this thing. It has light up turn signals that are built into the box.
Okay.
It's got, LED lighting, the whole deal. I've never seen one in person. I've not seen one with my own eyeballs.
And the 4 that were sold in the United States are now on eBay for $85.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
probably.
And hey, Phil, how much did that sweater that you gave me cost?
It was $400.
Yeah,
about $400.
And I wore it in Germany, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, that's a really cool sweater."
It's a really nice sweater. It's a really nice sweater.
It is a really nice sweater.
$400 or $500. It was a really expensive sweater.
Can you imagine having to carry those on your flooring?
Well, that's my point. Is when you sign to be a dealership, the company says you have to carry $50K worth of accessories or $100K worth of accessories or whatever. And sometimes they send you what they want you to represent, which means $2,300 top cases for all my friends. They send it to you, and then whatever your cost is on it, $1,800, $1,700, you just eat the goddamn thing. You just eat it. And you hope that some big dick's, swinging whale comes in, and you're like, "Hey, buddy, I'm going to give you a deal. I'm going to give you cost on this top case at $1,800, and I'm going to install it for free."
I have to imagine
just to make it go away.
That was special order, though.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course.
Well, when Piaggio sends this kind of stuff to Phil, they're like, "Yeah, you got to send him. You got to sell a $1,400 top case." Phil sends them a baseball cap.
Right. Yeah.
Tells them to go fuck it.
Pre-fucked. Yeah. Bonus pre-fucked baseball cap. But again, that's the difference. That's why I didn't work out with KTM, because with KTM, when they were looking at making me a dealer, the first thing I said was, I need to see the page of all the supplementals. I need to see all the things I need to carry that aren't motorcycles. And KTM had a fucking 18-pager of just lists of part numbers of all kinds of stuff they needed me to carry. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to carry, a washing stand for your motorcycle that's $5,000. So we're not going to have that part. I just made that up. That's completely fictitious. But they do that. Like, the manufacturers do that.
But now we're going to carry 15 hats that all say fuck.
Right. No, they say empty.
Right.
Right.
I just thought of new reasons on why that's actually not a motorcycle. When you go down through West Virginia and you go down through that whole area, all the ATV shops have the side-by-sides outside of the shops.
Yes,
so it'll be the motorcycles inside, ATVs outside.
Bingo.
And those motherfuckers
if you can leave it outside overnight,
yes,
it's not a motorcycle.
And they're chained to the fucking side-by-sides.
That's outside. Excellent. I was going to say if you can pull up to the sidewalk. So if you can pull up between the parking bollards to get on the sidewalk, it's a motorcycle. Yeah. If you can't fit through there, it's not a motorcycle.
Yeah. But all these
you think that's a motorcycle? Let me see you lane split, bitch.
So when I was in Montana 2 years ago, the side-by-side trail had bollards.
Oh, yeah.
So the side-by-side I was in was a 2-person side-by-side.
You can fit.
and you could go through.
Yep.
If you were any wider than that, fuck you, you couldn't go up the trail.
Yeah.
So, and it was tiny, like it was almost motorcycle. Like motorcycles could fit through. The side by side I was in, which was really skinny, could fit through. Anything bigger, fuck you.
Tom, was it just a normal side by side?
No, it really wasn't. I'll pull up the picture later, but it was kind of a skinny.
I'm going to say it because Pete's thinking it, and I'm just going to say it, and that is according to California, the Can-Am Canyon is a motorcycle, as they have gone to great lengths telling us in the comment section. He's reminded us, no fucking shortage of times, that this, according to the state of California, is a motorcycle. Then California will have no problem when I'm lane splitting with it.
Yeah, I was going to say, show me you lane splitting with that motherfucker, and I'll believe it's a motorcycle.
That's enough for me, because the guy from Rider Magazine was pretty fucking clear that it's a motorcycle.
If you can fit that bastard between two Teslas and the fucking
go for it.
Yeah.
Don't
405, rock that fucker between two Teslas, and you tell me it's a motorcycle.
Don't compromise my rights as a California citizen. I'm lane splitting. I read the story. This is a motorcycle. I'm lane splitting this bitch. Yeah, that's fucking terrible. All right, well, that was that.
Anyway, so
meanwhile, back at the ranch.
So
that was that. I don't know where are we at, Sleepy, on time?
Oh, fucking, we're fine.
Okay,
2 hours, man.
2 hours. All right, very good.
Meanwhile, back in the city.
Yeah, well, I did want to give some shout outs because we have had some extremely good
hate mail.
No. Yeah, it wasn't hate mail. Right. We've had some really, really good people, some people kicking it on the Patreon. I always like to give people a shout out that are holding up their end on the Patreon. Super rad. Yes. Swearingen's always kicking it.
He's in the chat.
Always kicking it.
A shout out to Swearingen. Yeah. I don't know if he's there, but always the shout out. He tried to friend me on Facebook, and I feel a little bit weird about that. So it's kind of thing.
So Wesley,
Matt, I have not friended you yet. I'm gonna have to friend you. So
Wesley Witt, $10. Wesley Westifer, by the way, great handle, Westifer9. Westifer just gave us. He gets the punchlines. He gets the whole thing. Wesley
he only gets tips.
Wesley, we appreciate you so much for your $10 donation. That is fucking awesome. We totally love that shit.
Did you hear about the guy who was addicted to brake fluid? He could stop anytime.
And if you're above the $10 level, you got that.
Chip Bishop, he got that joke at the $5 level, which just proves that does happen.
Loved him on Sesame Street.
Chip Bishop. Was it?
Said loved him on Sesame Street.
Oh, was that Chip?
I'm thinking of Guy Smiley.
Guy Smiley. Chip Bishop. That's a great name.
That is a great name.
That is a fucking great name.
Like a wrestler.
It is a great fucking name.
The ring
Absolutely.
Chip Bishop with
Hey, yeah.
Sorry.
We heard earlier from McGoggin, right?
Who?
McGoggin.
Oh,
yeah, McGoggin. Our
McCocken.
McGoggin.
McGonagall.
Is the cockin?
McGoogin.
McCocken.
McGoggin. Or McGoggin.
McGoggin.
Again.
Oh my God.
Somebody hit him in the back. He seems to be choking on something.
I got a little McGoggin. So he's in at the $10 level. So he puts his money where his mouth is out in Maryland. So we really appreciate that. That's fucking badass, man. That's cool. So we really do. We absolutely appreciate this shit. It does go a long way. And how far it's going to go is, well, AIM Expo.
We always go the way.
Last year, it's your podcast, your Patreon stuff that made it possible for us to have so much fun at the AIM Expo. And it's not doing that stuff, doing that trip in particular is not a cheap trip. So we really do appreciate you guys kicking us some bones because we do spend it in good faith. That's it. And if we run into you at any of these events, don't expect us to know your fucking face, man, because this camera only works one way.
Right.
All right. And even if I met you a few times, it takes a while to stick in.
I don't recognize everybody's tits, but if you show them to me, I'll figure it out.
And I'm still working on everybody's name down here. So fucking
Sleepy's been through a room full of drugs. I was in a tank for a long time. I've had all kinds of shit hit my head. I've had stuff go off next to my ears you don't want to be anywhere close to. So it takes me once or twice to remember your face hole.
If I need to show
the tits, show me the
pictures of the fridge, I'll show pictures of the fridge.
Right. And so if you see us anywhere, and this is what I'm trying to get to, is if you're out to AIM Expo, if you're at a Mid-Ohio kind of thing, if you see us out, don't be bashful. Come up and be like, "Hey, cocksucker, I gave you money."
Sleepy,
say hi.
Sleepy walks around with a Sharpie. He will sign your breasts.
So you can get a signature, right? But more importantly, we like meeting you guys, and it is fun. We had another podcast listener come into the shop the other day, completely unannounced, until after he quoted my own podcast back to me. Creepy as fuck.
Oh,
but anyway,
love that.
yeah, that happens.
Dude,
him climbing through the vent wasn't a signal.
Dude, he didn't make it weird until
Renee Stuffer box.
Once he dusted off, he was okay. So we didn't expect anything.
He did the Spider-Man upside down kiss.
Yeah. Patreon supporter, stalker, Patreon supporter.
There's
It's
a fine
tomato,
line.
it's tomato.
Yeah.
It's more of the same thing. No, but we really do appreciate it. And don't be strangers. Say hi. We appreciate all
Call
these
Ran.
If you get too creepy,
Call Ran! Call Ran!
if you get too creepy, Renee will throw punch you.
Yeah, she'll just fucking ban you for life. Yeah, just fucking don't even dick around. So it's just one of those things. We appreciate knowing you're out there. We do. The Patreon stuff is great. We love the Patreon money. It's also great to meet you in person. That's super cool. We dig it.
100%.
Really do dig it.
We will sign tits.
Makes it more
Or
fun.
other appendages if you'd like.
You know what? We'll give you the Sharpie. You can sign Tom.
That's
Yeah.
true. This
You
is
can
not
either
my first
sign
rodeo.
this bottle of bourbon you gave us or Tom.
Fine, it's going to be that kind of party.
Or bring a tattoo gun. Anything you want.
Oh, there you go. All right, guys. Anybody else got anything else?
I am debuting my Janice video at 10:30.
And that's why, my friend, that's why we got to get off the air,
this
because
will
at
be fun.
10:30, we're going to actually do a live debut of Sleepy's new video.
So it'll be a fun one.
I watched the trailer, and what I have gathered is it seems the premise of the video is to prove that Chris Smith is real.
That's exactly it. It's really hard.
No truth to
But
that.
the honest part was I was trying to convince myself mostly.
So what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys a pee-pee break. We're going to give you a timeout. We're going to give you a bio break, is what they call in the industry. We're going to take a few moments, maybe go outside, have a beverage, have a smoke, a cheese and a blinch, whatever.
We can do it outside on our phones, man.
Right.
I want to.
So
Oh, well, I just wanted to throw a real quick shout out. I was listening to Moto Hop's podcast.
Thank you.
And if you all want to listen to an amalgamation of Moto Hop and Noco, their latest podcast, you zoomed in on it. You don't sound like you at all.
No,
for some reason,
Your voice sounds so great on your podcast, but when it's lost in the Zoom.
yeah.
So
Zoom
Matt,
I started listening to it, but I'm sure it'll be great.
Matt, do us a favor, pimp yourself.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we do want everyone, when you're done listening to this, go ahead and listen to the Moto Hop, because Moto Hop's podcast is a fantastic podcast. We absolutely love having you part of our family. It's
Thank you.
fucking great.
Thank you.
You're always, very cool. Very cool. Not like those no-co
Well,
fuckers.
and if we're talking about podcasts, the Misfits last podcast, if you haven't listened to it,
Oh my God, it's so good.
Last one was fucking awesome, and they had a guest of a daughter and dad racers.
Yes,
Road
it's a great,
racers.
It
It's
is
a
a
fucking
great
great
podcast.
segment, man.
It is-
Really good
It made me.
podcast,
It made me.
Yeah, I was,
So cool.
Yeah, really,
so
really
great.
good.
They've got 2 in a row. They've got the Dirt Angels. Dirt Angels is what I make when I fall down outside. The Angels of the Dirt.
Yeah.
The Angels of the Dirt, and then the father-daughter team. So they've had 2 absolute rock star podcasts right in a row.
Has anyone been able to watch that Angels on Dirt or Off the Dirt
Not yet.
documentary yet? Yeah, I haven't either.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
All right, so folks,
check it out.
please remember to ride fast and take chances. Play us out here, Johnny.
Bum, 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 bum.